We are here. We are fine. And nothing bad is gonna happen to me now. Yeah, I know very little about this game, but I also know that it's one of those games that like you're supposed to go into with no fucking knowledge. So.
Like it's just to spook ya?
It's we're gonna find out. You know what? We're gonna find out. New game. Chapter 1, The Hero and the Princess. Hey, you're the princess.
You're on a path in the woods.
Me?
And at the end of that path is a cabin.
Oh.
And in the basement of that cabin
Me?
is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the
Walking
end
through
of
the woods.
the world.
There's no one around and your
Shia
phone
LaBeouf.
is dead. Here, let me do this as well. Let me stream it to Discord so that you can actually see it.
Oh, thank you so much. Yeah, because I was watching on mute and I do not want to do that.
See,
what?
I've always wanted to off a monarch. Viva la revolution!
That's the spirit.
Do it. Yes!
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within. A warning before you go any further. She
Is
will
that
lie,
Tom Holland?
she will cheat, and she will do everything in
No,
her
not even a
power
little
to
bit.
stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says.
I'm trying to finish my Duolingo real quick so I can really dial in.
I will say.
What's up?
Out of the people streaming this game, I just clicked it just to see how popular it was.
Yeah,
It's you
yeah.
and one other person, and the other person's a VTuber.
Yeah, that's how it is. Listen, it's not a new game. It's been around for a while.
Yeah. It's so funny.
Come
God,
on.
There's so many clips I never edited.
All right, last one. There we go.
Do the duo.
There we go. Day 1000. Let's fucking go. I'm actually pretty proud of that. That makes me feel good. All right.
They want that.
We're not going to go
You.
through
It
it.
took you so long to
She's a
register. I
princess.
love you.
We're supposed
Yeah.
to save princesses, not slay them. Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Ignore him.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty,
cabin
and the floor
invader.
and walls are painted in a
Oh, that's just history.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. You take the blade from the table. It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it. The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
Lamau.
Her voice carries up the stairs.
Who's there?
Oh no, she has a hot voice.
She sounds dangerous. It's almost as if she's the one in charge down here.
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation. Good. You're still listening to reason. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world?
Focus on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
I fucking adore the art style in this game, by the way.
Oh yeah.
Like it's just very unique. What? No way. Why would you even think that?
That giant knife you're holding kind of gives it away, doesn't it?
Okay, fine.
The blade. Of course she doesn't want to talk. Who'd want to have a conversation at knife point? We should drop it. Don't you dare.
I'm not gonna drop the blade.
It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster, but killing someone in cold blood isn't very becoming of us. You ignore the trembling in your hands and tighten your grip on the blade.
You poor thing. Your hands are shaking. Are you scared of me? Because you should be.
You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it. So, you should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
Hi, Grim. Let's try to fix his administrator so that it actually works. It's actually, while I'm at it, while we're here, let's go ahead and double check our Lumion, make sure it's also running. It's not. Perfect. Cool. Love that for me. Hi, Grant. You must be streaming for yourself as well. Will not be watching to have fun. Yeah, that's what I heard as well. So that's why we're doing it.
She's unarmed. If you hesitate now, it'll be too late. End this. Doubt, unfortunately, clouds your thoughts as you attempt to run her through.
Uh-oh. Ew, look at how gross my hand is.
A moment of distraction and hesitation is all she needed to sidestep your thrust and deliver a catastrophic blow to your jaw. It feels like you've been hit with a sledgehammer. You can feel bone grinding on bone where your jaw has been fractured.
Owie.
Holy shit, that hurt! Though she's unarmed, the shock of that first strike is enough to stagger you, putting you and the princess on somewhat equal footing. Your blade slashes through the air again and again, and her fists connect with your body as many times or more, each impact as heavy as that first bone-crushing hit. We can still turn this around.
This bitch. I'm finishing the job. What the
You
fuck?
and the princess stare at each other, both gasping for breath, equally exhausted. You probably won't make it out of here alive, but you can at least make sure that she won't make it out of here either. Excuse me? Do you think this is what I wanted to happen? I have a duty to state the facts of the situation, and honestly, it's a miracle anyone is still standing right now. Can you not feel all those ruptured organs bouncing around in there? If the princess doesn't do our friend in herself, internal bleeding is certain to finish the job. The two of you clash for the final time. You feel your ribs break as she delivers a heavy blow, but you push through the pain, falling forward and sinking your blade.
Thanks, guys. Thanks for watching. That's the end of the game.
Oh.
What are you? Why is your hand like that?
I don't know. You're grody looking, though,
This was fun.
The princess gasps, her voice an unhealthy rasp as her lungs start to fill with blood.
You put up more of a fight than I thought you would. But I have to wonder, do you really think this is the end?
But you don't have time to worry over such things. Everything goes dark, and you die.
The end. Ta-da!
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't,
What?
it will be the end of the world.
Is that
It
same option
hasn't.
still available?
Or if it has, I certainly haven't been a part of it. We've just met for the first time, you and I. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. You know I can hear you, right? It's going to be a lot harder than you think to keep secrets from me. That's fine. It doesn't matter if he can hear us. The only thing that matters is marching up to that cabin and winning.
Just like me, for real.
That's the spirit. There's no point in squabbling when the real threat is just up that hill.
Let's see. Why should I bother doing anything?
Those
Yeah,
are two
hold on.
very different questions, but fine. I'll indulge you if that's what it takes to get you moving.
Do I have like a claw finger? Look at my hand. Do I have like a weird little fingernail on the like
Yeah.
mouse icon?
Let's
Grody.
say for a
Yeah.
moment that this really is the second time you've met me, or at least a version of me. If you're back here, I'm assuming you died, which probably only happened because you didn't listen to me. We did our best with the information we were given, and we did kill her. And yet you still died, didn't you? So congratulations, you've been given another chance to actually do this right. And I believe your other question was something along the lines of, oh, what's the point of doing anything? If you're asking that, it sounds to me like you're making the rather dangerous assumption that your actions last time around
you mind looking up who
didn't
the voice
have any
actor is for this?
consequences. What do you mean? Of course there weren't any consequences. We killed the
What's it called?
princess, the princess killed us,
Slay the princess.
and now everyone's right back where they started. That sounds pretty consequence-free to me. Yes, but in this purely hypothetical scenario, that begs the question of how you got back here. Did time simply rewind itself, or were you instead transported to a different world entirely? Had you failed to slay the
As
princess,
the narrator,
what would have happened
Yeah,
to
either
everyone
of them,
in the
any of
place
them.
you... Ugh.
Jonathan
Enough with
Sims
the talking.
is the
We've got a
narrator.
fight to win. Nothing else matters. I couldn't agree more. The cabin and your destined confrontation with the princess awaits.
Let's talk about it. Listen, now I'm curious.
And
think
other
about it.
voices. It's
Okay.
Jonathan Sims, and then Nicole Goodnight is the princess.
Is a
among
princess.
voices.
Oh.
Yeah, just two people.
Yeah. Why was she strong enough to beat me to
She
death with their
is
hands?
just a princess. Whatever you think happened to you last time, just get it out of your head before you get
This
to
is
the
big
cabin,
Stanley
and
Parable
you'll be
energy, and I'm
fine.
here for it.
Yeah, for real.
People locked her in that basement, and I told you what this place is. It's a path in the woods. Don't overcomplicate things.
Yikes.
Oh, this is maddening. Why do you keep asking questions? There's nothing wrong with getting the full picture of what's going on here. Sure there is. It's wasting time and energy that would be better spent fighting.
Yeah. If people locked her away, why weren't they?
I'm not supposed to say this, but it's because you're
I'm
special.
supposed to say this.
You're the only person capable of doing
I feel like
this.
he's just lying to my
Call
face
it a
now.
prophecy, if that helps. But it's just the way things are.
I don't like this man. I don't trust this man. I think he's a liar.
Oh, I didn't know we were special. Yeah, I like the sound of that. Of course you're special. Why else would you be here?
Okay. Well, we
Like I
killed each
said,
other
if
last
she
time.
killed you, it was probably because you didn't listen to me. Don't talk to her, don't trust her, just go in, do your job, and save the world.
That,
Don't trust you.
I literally
I told
did do
you
what you told
everything
me.
you need to know. Going into more detail would just overcomplicate an otherwise very simple situation and make your job more difficult. What else would we even need to know? We've got all the reason we need for a rematch.
I
Exactly.
love the
less you
stubborn.
know about her, the better. Great.
Alright.
Now, if you don't mind, the whole world is waiting with bated breath for you to save it from ruin.
Turn around and leave. Nope. I'm out.
Warning.
Can you?
Before
One
you
of
go
these
any
times?
further.
Yeah, absolutely.
Sure.
She will
Just gonna
lie,
repeat.
she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her.
To stop you from slaying her.
Don't.
Lying and cheating doesn't sound like her at all. Not that it matters. It's not like she can lie or cheat in the middle of a fight.
Absolutely
Are
can.
you sure about that? The point of my warning wasn't to start an argument over what circumstances the princess is capable of lying in. It was to give you some broadly applicable advice. The princess will do and say whatever she thinks it will take to get her out of there. So don't trust her. Ever. Are we clear?
Crystal, let's just get on with it already.
The cabin is tighter than its
This
exterior would suggest.
is not the same cabin.
Its
This is
cold
made out of
stone
stone.
walls press in on you, as if trying to
What?
forcefully direct you towards your destination.
That altar wasn't there. It
The
was
only
just a
furniture
table.
of note is a black iron altar with a pristine blade perched on its edge.
See? Even the cabin has the right idea. Let's get moving.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. You take the blade from the altar. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon. That's because there isn't a mirror. There's the altar, the blade
What?
sitting on the altar, and
Huh?
the door to the basement. There's nothing else in here.
What?
There's definitely a mirror. There isn't.
You
Oh, look
already
at the
wasted
animation.
So much time.
Everything else
Who
jiggles. The
even
mirror
cares if
isn't.
There's a mirror.
Oh, interesting.
I care. I want to look at myself. I want to see how handsome I am.
Handsome
More about
I am.
whether we're being lied
What a
to.
little shit.
If he's willing to lie about
Me.
something as innocuous as a mirror, what else is he hiding from us? I'm not lying to you. Use your eyes. There is no mirror. Why would I lie about something so meaningless? What good would it even do?
Huh.
I mean, I'm gonna look at the mirror.
Yeah, of course.
Walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. Isn't much to see here. This really isn't funny. You reach
Yeah,
forward and rub
Brody.
your hand against the cabin
Look at my
wall.
gross hands. I got gross
I hope you know
hands.
how ridiculous you look right now. But it was there a second ago.
And now it's gone. So all of us can
Where's
stop
Dragon Man?
arguing about it and get
Very different.
Goblin hand.
Maybe that's because you haven't actually been here. I hope this means you'll finally drop that ridiculous past life nonsense. You haven't died, and you certainly haven't been killed by the princess. So focus up. The
I
world
find it really
is
interesting.
depending
Princess
on
is always capitalized.
I mean, that is her name. They don't give her a different name.
the door to
Oh,
the
my hand is
basement
different.
creaks
It's not the
open,
claw anymore. It's
revealing
like got a
rough
little
stone
blade in it
staircase.
now.
Its walls pressing at your sides
Ooh.
and tightening as you descend. The air seeping from below is heavy and oppressive, with an almost sulphuric odor to it. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor.
Is that another challenger? Finally. It's been ages since I've had a good fight.
This isn't what she sounded like last time. Her voice is a little deeper, almost threatening.
She can be a fucking dragon.
Good.
Sounds like my kind of princess.
As much as I appreciate the enthusiasm, just make sure you don't let your bloodlust get to your head. You need to stay focused and keep your wits about you. Remember, you're here to slay the princess, not to have a good
It's not
fight.
gonna look the same.
Hold on.
What?
I forgot that I agreed to play Gen 0 with High and Captainite.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah, so I'm talking to them about playing at 9. So that gives me till then to finish this up.
Quick question about.
As you descend-
Ed-
Oh my god,
Final
she is
step.
she's
Oh,
like a
yeah!
dragon demon lady!
She is
Princess
Oh no, she's hot!
Yeah, she's a
a
dragon.
large shackle leading from her wrist to the basement wall. Looks
like
like
a
she could
tiefling.
rip those chains out of the
She is a
wall without
tiefling, yeah.
second thought.
Oh, it's you again. I've been hoping you'd find your way back here.
Again.
Good to see that death doesn't stick for either of us. And you brought your little knife, too. Yes. I'm going to have fun breaking you into little pieces.
Mommy? Sorry. Mommy? Sorry.
She is far more confident this time.
Mm-hmm. Just slay the princess. I'm not fighting a giant demon lady.
Just
Bye!
Can you do that? Do that.
I want to yell
do it. Do it.
Hold on, let's because there is a save. Hold on, let's save.
Okay.
Bye!
Oh, you've got another thing coming if you think you can just turn around and leave.
As you step
Uh-oh.
towards the stairs, you
Uh-oh.
hear the heavy creak of
Uh-oh.
stone metal,
Ah, fuck.
and then a snap.
Ah, fuck.
She's loose. You have to make a decision, and you have to make it fast.
Oh, shit.
Run like hell. Die! I gotta go!
Best to scramble up the stairs before
God.
the princess can reach you.
You coward.
Shut up, shut up, shut up,
Feel
shut
the
up.
steamy breath on the back of your neck, but you manage just barely to throw yourself over the threshold and slam the heavy stone doors behind you.
Oh.
You're safe, if only for a moment.
Do you think this door is enough to hold me? You're not getting out of this. I don't care how many things I have to break. I'm getting the fight I want.
The entire cabin shakes.
Jesus.
The princess throws herself against the basement door. It's huge and made of stone. We're fine, right?
We were able to open it just
Of
fine.
course we are. Any second now she's gonna break through that entryway. And we're
This is
finally
fine.
going to get
We're
to
fine.
do what we came here to do.
Impact shakes the
Jesus.
cabin, a massive gash splitting its way up the stone doors.
She comes.
The doors explode outwards, shards
Jesus,
of
she's
stone
huge.
clattering against the walls as the
Huge.
princess emerges from the basement.
Stop running.
We're doomed.
Was she able to do that the whole time?
In a fit of violence, the princess explodes
I
across
have
the
no
room
idea.
and closes the gap between you. You do your best to defend yourself from her onslaught. You're sorely outmatched. For every wound you inflict on her, she inflicts 2 on you until, finally, you're no longer able to so much as stand. Your body is giving out.
Giving out? No, nobody's giving out. We're just getting started.
Don't be delusional, it's over. You fall to your knees.
Is that it? You're supposed to be tougher than this. Come on, get up. Keep fighting me.
No, this isn't right. Listen to me. Listen to her. We can do this.
We can't.
Why
Ow.
won't you get up?
She kicks you in the chest, splinters from your shattered ribs stabbing into your heart and
Ew.
lungs. Your vision
Ew.
starts to swim.
Ew.
Finally, her face, twisted into an expression of disappointment and fury, fades. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Yeah, it feels about right.
Yeah.
You're on a path in the wood. If
This
you weren't
is-
so damned afraid of what she'd do
Different
to you, we
woods.
wouldn't have died back
That's
there.
not even woods. This is like a crevasse.
Fear is good. Fear keeps us alive. We died because you didn't have enough of it. So what? You'd have us cower in a corner? No, but that place suits her better than it suits us. She's big. We can't hope to find holes and openings down there. We need more room if we're going to survive. Are you suggesting luring her into the woods? Do you have any idea how dangerous that would be? If you lose sight of her, if she manages to slip away, that's it. Game over for everyone, yourself included. Are you not challenging us on all the looping? Have you known about it the whole time? Are you the same one we've been talking to since the beginning? Sorry to disappoint what I'm sure must feel like a grand revelation, but that's not what's going on here. We've never met. It doesn't matter. We could
Still
go
haven't
in
met.
circles
You are a
forever.
voice.
I don't like
You are
staying
literally a
still
voice in
too
my head.
long. Let's get to the cabin. See this through. It's good to know that at least one of you is still capable of reason. We may have the same destination, but we're not the same. You are still an other, and I don't trust you.
Correct. Yeah, what if I
You're
would
the
rather do something
chooser.
else?
The best we can do is advise, but we can help if you let us. These are just powerless thoughts and opinions. You don't need to let them drag you and the world to ruin. It's evidence of one of many ticking clocks. You can't let her spread any further. Things are always changing. She changed, the cabin changed, we've changed. Why wouldn't the woods change too? Because they're not supposed to have changed. This is supposed to be a path in the woods. If it's not, it means something's gone horribly wrong.
Alright, to the cabin we go.
It isn't long before you find yourself at the end of
Jesus.
the path, staring up the hill at the cabin. I hope you've given serious thought to your predicament.
This is
No
funny.
last advice for us? No words of warning? From what I gather, you've heard it all before. There's no use screaming into the wind. I don't know, screaming sounds pretty good right about now. I could use a little catharsis. Catharsis is for when we're finished. For now, we need to hold it out in front of us, something to chase.
It is so hard to hear. I'm gonna turn down the music a little bit.
The interior of the cabin is suffocatingly tight, more of a glorified tunnel than a building. Its stone walls squeeze against your sides, leaving you no choice but to press forward. The only furniture of note is an iron altar jutting out from the wall, a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you're going to do this right. See?
Don't take it.
We have even less space than before. We need space or she'll kill us. And the only space is out there. Take it. Maybe it'll go away again. For something to go away, it would have to be there to begin with. And let me assure you, there's no mirror here. The only thing at the end of the room is the door to the basement. No use arguing. Mirror or not, we need to be there. The why we pick doesn't
If
matter.
I don't take the blade, if I just
I
say
agree
fuck
with
it.
the freak.
Don't
Let's get a
take
move
it,
on
yeah.
already. And worst comes to worst, we can smash it. We can try to survive without our steel claw, but you've marked us as easy prey. You step forward and approach the door to the basement, hesitating before you open it, as if you don't see it. You're rather committed to the bit, aren't you? The door's right
Listen,
there. It's
I am
right-
nothing if not committed to the bit. Okay, listen here, you.
This really is just like last time. It smells of nothing, yet it's still there. You reach forward and drag your hand across the door leading to the basement. As if on command, it slowly slides open, scraping against the floor as it reveals the dim path ahead. Why am I not surprised? It was in our
Spooky
way,
mirror.
and now it's not. That's all that matters.
I don't like that mirror.
Before you is what may as well be.
Why
a
are my
sheer
hands so
cliff
grody?
face.
What am I?
There are enough footholds that you'll be able to clamber your way to the bottom, but it will require careful effort. The air hissing up from
Weird,
below
computers will be
is
right back.
warm and wet,
playing.
like the breath of an enemy locked in close quarters. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her voice, bold and fierce and impatient, echoes from the chamber below.
Do you have more fight in you than last time? That was such a disappointing show. I know you can do better than that.
Goad her. Rile her up. If she's angry, she'll make mistakes.
That's not how this works. I'm all chained up, remember? How about you come down here and fight me?
I don't want to do that.
Those chains were nothing to her last time. And they'll be nothing to her this time. But we need to show ourselves first.
How am I supposed to
make
get
her
out,
boil
brother?
over.
Hunted, Mr. Hunted, you can't just be like, oh, we gotta go anyway, brother. This is a hole in the ground.
By me.
We cannot climb out of this as fast as you seem to think we can.
You've nowhere to go but down. You start the difficult journey, gripping the stone, lowering yourself foot by grueling foot. But soon, there is solid ground beneath you. Remember, every crack and crevice will need to be faster than her. You turn to face what lies at the end of the narrow tunnel. The princess, imposing and
bigger.
tightly muscled, grins back at you from the darkness.
She is like a dragon.
Her face droops.
There you are. But this time you don't even have that little knife. Do you think this is a joke? Do you need me to break those fragile bones again to remind you how serious this is?
She's bubbling, hot with rage. We can't get close if we want to live. But we'll be able to draw her out of here. She's hungry for us. I know I said this earlier, but I really have to stress how thin of a razor's edge you're on right now. We know the only way out is through the eye of the needle. And we're going to win. We'll need the steel claw. Grab it as we leave. Bloody desire in her eyes, the princess rushes forward, ignoring her chains as they bend and snap. Run. Without hesitation, you turn back the way you came and scramble up the ledge towards the tunnel entrance. As you near the top, hands desperately clawing at jagged stone, you glance back. The princess is right on your heels. She doesn't bother to scale the wall as you do, instead digging deep into the rock of the cliff face with her fingertips in her rabid pursuit.
Anywhere you go, I will follow.
Good. You reach the ledge and hoist yourself up into the tunnel, the cabin door finally in sight, at once within your grasp and infinitely distant.
Sword.
What is all of this for? What's the point? You and I are always going to end in violence, so why bother to run? I know what I am. Why can't you be the same?
Steel claw, now. Without missing a step, you...
So you do want to fight me?
We're almost there.
Not really.
Don't think about almost. We're there when we're there. And we'll take the fight with us. Your skin hums tight with adrenaline as you burst through the cabin door and roll onto the grass.
Is there actual grass now?
You glance
there's no
back at
grass
the
here.
cabin as the princess,
Jesus, she's
singular
huge.
in her desire to destroy you, explodes through the doorway.
Yeah, she got bigger.
You are walking a dangerous path. If you waver once, it's all over. So get...
There's nothing left to slow me down. Do you think this is better for you? Do you think this space gives you an edge? Then show me! Show me that you've been worth all the room you've taken up in my head!
Why am I taking up room in my head?
Do it! Be swift, strike true, be where she's not. Let your body move you. The princess scoffs.
Free? This is just another place. This is just... What is this? Where are we? This doesn't feel right. It's cold. Why is it so cold? I feel so tired.
What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck?
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and
What
find
the
her?
fuck?
And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now? He is. Does that mean the world ended? It hasn't ended. We're still here.
The world didn't end. We're still here. Come on. We just need to keep going.
You're right.
It's like it's mock.
Let's just
I don't like
stay
this mirror.
still.
This mirror is rude.
I'm begging you, don't do this. It's different now. It feels, I don't know, final. That thing reeks of death.
Screw the mirror. We just need to find the princess.
Is it gonna be my gross face in the mirror? It me! I'm spooky! Are those hands behind her? Jesus!
Something finds me in the long quiet and brings me the gift of a fragile vessel. I am solitary lights in an empty city. What are you? I think that you are like me. We
don't
are
think so, but
oceans
maybe.
reduced to... Yes, nerves and fibers to feel the worlds beyond.
I don't like
Perspectives
all
to
the
make
spooky
my
hands.
own. This one remembers a spark lost in time, and she would stop at nothing to reclaim it. She will make for a burning heart. Do not mourn her. She has finally remembered what she thought she'd lost.
What?
How can the world have ended if we are talking? You are the only thing I have ever known.
What?
The space we're in is vacant. Nothing comes here but us. I have only just now stirred to consciousness. I could not have trapped you here, and I too yearn to be free.
What?
I know only that they are. She is part of me, and part of me is her.
What'd I miss?
So much.
Oh no.
Princess made it out of the cabin and then got yoinked into a hand dimension. And now we're in
What the
a
fuck?
end of the world dimension that is covered in, and she's still here and covered in hands.
You
It's
speak
got
in
weird.
circles. Does it matter where one
Is
thing
that-
begins and another ends?
Where the mirror was?
Yes.
You are familiar, but you are not me. I feel sadness, longing, hope as I witness you.
Hope is a weird feeling.
I'm sorry. There are some changes that can never be undone. There are some tears that can never be unshed. This is not a place that can hold a fragment of a concept. The moment she arrived here, she was going to return to me. I promise that it doesn't hurt.
That sounds like a lie.
Nothing, as we are. But I know that there are worlds beyond us, and that we are meant to reach them. There is no exit, but this vessel is a creature of perception. She can make you forget, if only you believe her to be able to.
Interesting.
Bring me more perspectives, so that I may be whole, and perhaps then we will know our freedom. have not lived, I am not afraid to die.
Fucking badass line.
Everything, until we meet again. More than you have found, but less than there are to find. I am infinite. The rest will find their own way home. Then we will be here forever, as we are now, unfinished, dry, hollow. You ask of things that cannot be done. To destroy is merely to reshape, to remold. How can I know? I am flickers in something sprawling and unilluminated.
I don't understand what's going on!
She asks that I tell you to remember her.
What do you mean?
You won't.
I was not ready for that. Oh, okay, back to chapter 1 again.
You're on a path you're here to slay her.
You know, hitting tab on your keyboard. Okay, cool. So... what if I just leave?
Seriously? You're just...
The only thing that matters is where I'm not going. The cabin. I am not going to the cabin.
Fine. I suppose you just quietly continue down the path away from the cabin. Good. What we're being asked to do here is wrong. Better to wash our hands of this whole situation than to take part. Ignore
I
that
think I
annoying
get what's
little
going
voice.
on.
He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Well, not fully, but like I think I understand how you find the like different paths.
That's strange. It looks like this path also leads to the cabin. How convenient. Everything's back on track again. Maybe the world can still be saved after all.
Turn around again and
You're
leave
really
again. Yes.
keen on wasting everyone's time, aren't you? It's remarkably selfish, if you ask me. I've already outlined the stakes of the situation. If you don't do your job, everyone dies. Like, dies. Forever.
You're not emotionally blackmailing me into
Stakes
doing
and
this.
consequences aren't emotional blackmail. They're facts of life, and if
I
you
love
had an
those.
ounce of maturity,
I
you'd
absolutely adore
understand
those.
that. But fine, you turn around and trek back down the path you came.
Bye. Right back to the cabin.
Oh, would
Yep.
you look at that? You're at the cabin again. Now, I'm not normally one for superstition or astrology, but I have to say, it seems like the universe itself is doing its best to bring you to your fated confrontation with the princess.
Oh yeah, well I guess I start working in a different direction. Again! In fact, I'm going to keep trekking through the wilderness until I find a
There's
way out of
always
this
a
place.
choice. Let me tell you right now that you're making the wrong one for pretty much everyone who's ever lived, as well as for everyone who ever will.
Sucks to suck. Skill issue.
And here we go. As you trudge into the woods, something strange starts to happen. At first, it's little flickers out of the corner of your eyes. Glimpses of familiar wooden structures through the leaves. But as you focus on
What
your
the
surroundings, you
fuck?
start to realize that those flickers weren't just a trick of light. In every direction, there is a path and a cabin. And not just a cabin, the cabin. An infinite fractal of paths and cabins desperately trying to draw you back to where you need to be. Wait, what's going on? But you're too stubborn for that, aren't you? It doesn't matter how many paths or cabins appear around you, you're just going to do whatever you can to shirk your responsibility because you care more about irritating me
I mean, I do
than
enjoy
you do about
irritating
the
you. I
fate
won't
of the
lie to you.
world.
That is very entertaining for me.
You've doomed us all, you know that, right? But of course you do. Otherwise you wouldn't just wander off into the forest in search of certain death. You lose track of just how long you spend aimlessly tromping through the wilderness. But it's not like any of that time spent lost in the woods really matters, because it isn't long before the world ends and everyone dies.
Yay! Oh, interesting. Okay, different title on the title, and it
You're
still let
on
us go
a
to chapter
path
2.
in the woods. and you're here to
Is that a
slay her.
wall? Did they
No,
put a
you didn't
wall?
see that.
Don't.
Did they put a wall around me so I can't wander
Like a
off?
net. Yeah, you didn't have to see the princess, but you still made it to chapter 2.
Mm-hmm. If I can't run away from the cabin, then I'm just staying here in the woods forever. Yeah, there literally are walls. Yeah, the walls weren't here last time.
I'm sure those walls have always been there. It makes sense if you think about it. If there weren't any walls in the woods, someone might have gotten lost. Or, heaven forbid, someone other than you might have stumbled onto the princess. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. I don't know. I think it's more fun if you
Oh,
know
interesting.
what-
Okay, and I also got a new voice.
It's been mine.
Active audience.
Yeah.
He might have walled off everything but the path to the cabin, but I'm sure there's plenty of other ways
Oh, no,
to
it me.
ruin his day. If
It
by
me.
ruining my day, you mean ruining
Contrarian.
everyone's day forever, then yes, I suppose there are plenty of ways you could pull that off.
This
The
is
world
super
really
cool.
did end last time, didn't it? We should be careful. For all we know, we just got lucky. The world hasn't ended yet, and you are never going to slay her with that attitude. Stuff those pathetic little voices to the back of your mind and stay focused on the task ahead.
Yep, okay, heading to the cabin. Now I'm definitely gonna
You
slay
know
the
I can
princess.
tell when you're lying, right? Please take this seriously.
Here I
am
go.
begging you.
Doop-a-doop-a-doo. Beg.
A warning.
Jesus!
go
Look
any
at the
further.
walls!
She
Oh my
will
god, the
lie,
wall.
She will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't
Oh
believe
my
a
God.
word she says. If we're stuck going in there, maybe we should believe her. Maybe she isn't a liar. Ignore him. He's just being difficult for the sake of it.
Maybe she isn't a liar.
Let's keep an open mind.
Oh my god, that wall. They don't want you to
The cabin
leave.
interior
Oh.
is wrong. A confusing
Oh,
patchwork of
shit.
many cabin interiors, all projected across what's almost
Oh, that's
the
so
same
cool,
space.
though.
But it's all shifted. An
Like
inch
the way,
here, a
the
foot
fact that
there.
I guess because I
such
fractaled
that the
everything, and
seams
so
are
now
not
I'm
quite visible enough for the place to
every
make any
every
sense.
princess everywhere all at once.
Oh my god.
The only furniture of note is a plain table, its legs all the wrong lengths, its material devoid of feature. Perched on that table is a pristine blade. The blade is your imp. If he wants us to take it, maybe we should just leave it to collect dust, or better yet, grab it and throw it.
Leave it.
The window.
No, we're taking the knife. Have you seen this place? We have literally no idea what to expect and no idea what we're dealing with. I've already told you what you're dealing with. You're dealing with a princess. How many times do I have to explain this incredibly simple and straightforward premise? You can't just say that. And when everything here is so
So
wrong.
cool.
Listen to me. My job is to describe facts as facts and to guide you through your...
Dang it, I keep right-clicking back to them.
And if you're going to slay her, you cannot let fear creep into your heart. You cannot lose yourself before you even get to her.
Watch me.
Oh, ho, ho, ho. You've piqued my interest. What's
Fuck.
going to happen if
God damn it.
we lose ourselves? Nothing, because you're going to pull yourself together.
Lose yourself in the music. No.
Just ignore the stressful geometry and stay calm.
Fucking Stressful Geometry is a kick-ass album title.
How? Even if we closed our eyes, you're constantly describing it to us. I'm not going to stop doing my job.
And if we close
So you're just
our
gonna have
eyes,
to get better at yours. And quickly, if you don't mind. Yes, take a deep breath. I'm all for getting under his skin, but we'll miss out on loads of fun if we shrivel up into a ball and go insane the first time we see something weird. What you're seeing here is obviously real. Just accept it and go with the flow. It really isn't hard.
Excuse me.
Okay, I'm fine. Good.
Fine.
Now, whenever you're ready, we're all waiting for you to complete a very important task.
I want to check out this mirror
You
again.
walk up to the... What are you talking about? This isn't a wall. It's a mirror. Or at least it'll be a mirror once we wipe off that layer of grime.
And the mirror's gonna vanish. Oh.
You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now. But there was a mirror a second ago, and now it's gone. You know that taking the mirror away from us isn't going to change things, right? We'll find it again, and then we'll see whatever it is that you don't want us to see.
I love the contrarian. I love him so much. Alright, Michelle, blade or no blade?
No blade.
The door to the basement.
I'm sorry, what the fuck? I don't think the blade would help me here anyway.
Nothing here seems to
Exactly.
belong. And the closer you examine your surroundings, the more confused you get. Your head throbbing.
What do you think? You would trip down those fucking stairs and stab yourself by accident.
To go anywhere, let alone down. The air here has a sickening, almost sludge-like miasma to it, the kind of indiscernible quality that comes from the blending together of every scent there is at once. An odor that is simultaneously everything and yet the sum of it all coalescing into a thick, nauseating nothing. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her voice, a disquieting collage of tone and personality, drags up the stairs.
Hello? Hi.
Oh no.
Here.
I don't like it.
Here to kill.
No, thank you.
Yep, same.
Don't be such a
Same.
baby.
Same, bro. No, thank
To
you.
do this. Let's just turn around and leave. This feels wrong. This feels like a trap. Like whatever we do, we're gonna die. We don't even have a weapon. But we already tried turning around and leaving, didn't we? And he threw up a wall. No way to go but forward. And whatever choice we make, whatever she is, we know one thing for sure. And what's that? That the fate of the world hinges on your success? There'll still be plenty of ways to ruin his day.
God, it really is me for real. Harsh stairs to the left, center staircase, or soft stairs to the right. Go center.
You step onto the center staircase. Paths wind out around you in all directions, each step branching into its own staircases, which branch into their own staircases, and so on. You aren't quite sure if yours is taking you up or down, but at the very least, it's taking you somewhere. You concentrate on where you are, careful not to stray onto any of the many splitting branches that tempt you on all sides. You wouldn't want to have to backtrack to yours once you'd made a decision that took you someplace else. And so you take
Oh
one
my God, there's so
careful,
many.
focused step after another.
Ugh.
1 foot down, another foot down, another after that. You lose yourself in following the correct pattern, in following what looks to be the true path, the one that cuts straight down, or up, or maybe sideways. But no matter the direction it goes, it certainly is the most true path. You know that much.
Oh God.
You slowly lose sense of yourself the further you go.
That's wild.
Time disappears, and you can feel yourself begin to untether. Physical sensations dull and then
Oh,
vanish,
that's so cool.
till the only things experienced are the endless, repeating patterns and emotions of the journey, a continuous march forward to a destination long forgotten.
Oh.
Consumption and betrayal,
Whoa.
skepticism and blind devotion, rivalry and submission, terror and longing, pain and unfamiliarity. And at the heart of it all, an emotion that can only be described as...
Can I help you?
Whoa. Hi. Why are your eyes spooky?
What the hell was that? What happened to us? I feel so strange. Like I'm fundamentally different, but also still the same person I was at the top of the stairs.
I hate how spooky her eyes
Oh,
are.
well, that was a trip, but now it's over. Time to get back to our old devilish ways.
Hit me.
The princess, eyes bright but otherwise shrouded in darkness, watches you impatiently from the other side of the basement. Don't forget why you're here. And, why are we here again? In case you weren't listening, I'm afraid I lost myself on the way down. You're here to... He's just being an ass, we remember. Though I'm still not sure if we should trust you.
Let's talk to her for a bit, try and get our bearings. She seems normal.
Aside from the spooky eyes.
Do you have a name?
Princess.
Okay, so
Of
course.
If you'd like.
As the princess speaks again,
Oh, I didn't
it's
like
almost
that.
as if she fractures. And where there was once just one of her, there is now another.
And
We
again.
can do that? I don't like this. It's those cabins all over again. Can we put her back? You said you'd been here before, right? What exactly happened last time? Does it matter? Yes, it matters. But I'm not going to waste any more time prying out details if you're going to be so irritating about it. It seems to me like you saw something you weren't supposed to have seen. If only you'd listened to whatever words of wisdom you were given in that other reality. But what's done is done, isn't it? Whatever you saw last time, unsee it. Whatever thoughts weaseled their way into your head, unthink them.
Oh, you know,
It's not
just
already too
unthink all
late.
those thoughts.
You have a job to do here, and you need to do it now. Oh, new plan. Let's see if we can make even more of her.
I'm trying to get you out of here.
Oh,
Trying to free
interesting.
her.
All these activate the same thing. Trying to free her. I can't trust you. Can't trust anything here. Leave her in the basement. Retrieve the blade are all the same thing. That's cool.
Huh.
Is this a quiz? If you're here, then surely you know why I'm here.
Nope.
But you know, right? You have to know. You're the only other person I've ever seen. Or at least the only one I can remember. Don't give me false hope. Please just end this already. One way or another, just do it.
I don't think we're going to be able to put her back. Kind of hurts to think about it, doesn't it? It's like everything we say just multiplies her. It certainly looks that way, so please, for the love of everything, stop asking her questions and stop stalling. You're obviously just making things worse.
I don't remember what it was like before I was in this place. Why would I know what happened to you? Oh, I thought they would send something better to deal with me. If the stairs managed to chew you up, I will devour you.
Don't like that.
Sometimes I feel like I'm being pulled apart too. It's so terrifying down here. But at least now you're not alone. And I'm not alone either. We're probably stuck down here forever, aren't we? There's no way out, and barely a way in. I don't think I can answer that question in a way you'd find meaningful. What do you want me to say? That I'd be a good person? You either trust me or you believe that I'm dangerous. What I say won't change how you already feel about me. Besides, you already know what I'm going to do. If you want to put an end to me, then put an end to me.
Not a single real answer. At least aside from Miss Blood and Destruction. It's infuriating, isn't it? Whose buttons are there for us to press? Whose skin is there for us to get under? Not exactly how I'd put it, but I don't disagree. There must be something we can do. Asking questions just seems to make things worse. This is reaching its breaking point. If you don't act now, there will be nothing in here but her. Take a deep breath and focus up. You can do this. But how do we decide what to do? Can there even be a right choice when all of them are so different? Stop overthinking it. Your drifting thoughts have clearly been part of the reason this situation has gotten out of hand. If you're trying to do the right thing, there's only ever been the one option, and that option is slaying her. Just do something. Do anything. Do all of it, if that's what you want. This place is hell, and it's only getting worse. Wait, that's not right.
That's cool.
Go on. You take a step forward. Your foot lands, but it lands different. You experience a firm footfall, a gentle tread, a confident stride. You can feel yourself rupture. The room spins, your perception multiplying in a sickening kaleidoscope as your very self is pulled in incomprehensibly many directions.
I think I broke
You
everything.
find the blade suddenly in your hands. All at once you use it to strike at her bindings as you remain upstairs and slay her and leave her to languish alone. Is this what the end of the world looks like? What an unbearable mess. But this... We can't... Do you not have anything witty to say? I could use a good bit of wit right now. No, I don't, because this isn't fun. How are we supposed to have fun if everything is happening at the same time? It's the same as nothing happening, and nothing is excruciating.
Mood.
Luckily for all of us, nothing and everything doesn't go on forever. The world and the princess collapse in on themselves before it all falls apart.
Oh.
I think he's gone. We were never going to salvage this, were we?
What happened to us? What are we? There are parts of us that are dead and others.
I created a nice and sphere. That's absolutely singularity myself.
We can feel them moving around in spaces they don't belong. It's all so uncomfortable. Did you do this? Did we do this? Can you pull us back apart? Can you fix us?
Oh, sweetheart, I don't know if I can fix me.
Help her. I think we did this. How surprisingly sincere. I didn't actually think our actions had consequences.
God,
It's a
me.
little late for regret, isn't it?
What a mood. Just say no.
No. Oh, yeah, that's what happened to the last one, by the way. Creepy hand got swamped into the hand dimension.
Ew.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now? But it feels so bad. Like looking into it right now is going to be the end of everything. Yeah, don't look at it. I don't like that thing. What is that supposed to mean? Whatever awful thing I felt before, it feels so much worse now. He's just messing with us. Right?
I'm sorry, you've grown? What?
Flickering
Brody.
lights in empty cityscapes become pockets of vitality and movement. I am more than I was before. Whenever you are ready, I will wipe your slate clean once again. Is a child the same as an infant? I am an unbroken pattern, but every vessel gives fresh perspectives and carves new avenues of expression. I am different, but I am the same. I'm sorry. Words are difficult for me.
If you don't like the answers, don't ask the question, dumbass!
If you do not like my answers, then you need not ask me questions. The vessels you choose to bring me carry far more meaning than anything words could say in the spaces between. Eyes close in reflection. Perspectives meld together, and the breadth of my experience stretches to new corners. There are contradictions, conflicts in my nature, and there are familiarities that bind everything together. It feels correct. This is what I need to be. This is the only path forward. With every gift you bring me, I excavate the alleys of what I am meant to be, and every exploration yields new and complicated truths. What I will be is different than what I am, and what I am is different from what I was. I cannot tell you what desires I will hold when I have changed, But in this moment, all I want is to know myself. Those paths lead to worlds you've already seen.
Oh, that's cool.
And to perspectives
So
I have
it
already
blocks
made
you from
my
doing
own.
the same thing over and over again.
They
That's
are
neat.
useless to us now. Inaccessible. The only paths of value are those that are yet untread. Why wouldn't I be kind to you? You are the only thing I know that isn't me. Gifts aren't what someone tells you to bring them. Do not worry. There are no wrong answers, and every perspective illuminates my shadows and shares new secrets. These ones are a contradiction, a winding kaleidoscope of paths unwalked. They are stretched into a shape not unlike me, but it is a shape they cannot hold. They will make for a rich and vibrant heart. Do not mourn them, for they will finally get to know themselves. There is a hurt that dwells in them, but they are not me. They are thoughts and perspectives. They are feelings
This is such
that
a neat game. I
inform
get
my
why people kept
being.
telling me to play it.
The wounds they've suffered carve texture around my heart. Without them, I would be as I was before. I cannot be as I was before. There are new spaces that I must fill. I await your return, but it will give me time to reflect on what I am. We will meet again.
Shut my door. I can hear myself echoing. Ugh. It's so cool. That's fine. I love you. Oh, I do love that everything goes dark and you die. Such a mood. Here we go again.
You're on a path in the...
So I can press tab to skip. Here we go. Okay. Let's see.
Don't mention it. It's all part of the job. You make your way up. A warning. She will lie. We're not gonna...
She'll lie, she'll cheat, yada yada yada. I'm not gonna take the blade. I want to talk to her. I want to see what her deal. What's her deal? What's her vibe?
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
The princess really is here. Saying her is probably doing her a favor.
Her voice softly carries up the stairs.
Hello?
Oh,
Is someone there?
that's different.
Hypnotizing. It's the kind of voice you only have to hear
It looks
once
like a
to remember
child.
it for the rest of your life.
Yeah, she said it's very young.
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation. You're playing a dangerous game by coming here unarmed.
Don't
Hi!
be a stranger. It's been so long since I've had any visitors. Please, come downstairs.
Hello.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement. She's beautiful. How could someone like this be a threat to anyone? I am begging you to stay
I am
focused.
begging
I'm not
you.
riding on you here.
Hi. Do you think you can get me out of these chains?
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, I just fuck off.
Oh.
She pauses, carefully formulating her words before she responds.
You can address me as Your Royal Highness. Or you can just call me Princess if Your Royal Highness is too formal.
It's not
Is
your name, though.
Princess her name or her title? What if it's both? Could you imagine being named Princess?
Yes.
Like I said,
That's like Michael
you can call me
Jackson.
Princess if you'd like.
Ooh, interesting. That was one of the fractals said that last
I'm
time.
sorry, I've been down here so long I guess I've just forgotten. I must have a name, though. Everyone has a name.
Okay, that's weird. She hadn't even thought to pick a name for herself. Hopefully you're starting to see that she can't be trusted. Go back upstairs, get the blade, and slay her before it's too late.
Of course I'm locked up down here for a reason.
Sorry?
Don't actually know what that reason is, but you don't just stuff a princess in a basement and throw away the key without there being some sort of an explanation, right?
You have all the explanation you need, and you should know better than to trust whatever she comes up with.
I don't see what that has to do with anything.
This is ever going to happen, but I agree with the princess. That's hardly relevant.
No, I feel like it's pretty
but
relevant.
Actually, what has
Hey,
she
Seth.
been eating? She has to eat, right?
How you doing, buddy? Let's see.
Is that why they threw me down here? But I don't want to hurt anyone. I like the world, I think. I don't remember much about it.
This
to
game
be
has
honest.
is somewhere
I've
between
been down
Doki
here for
Doki,
so
uh,
long.
the Stanley
That's-
Parable, and
How long has she been locked away?
no, that's pretty much where the
Did they tell
connection
you
point
how I'm supposed to end the world? I don't know how to destroy the world, if
is. Yeah,
that's
it's
what
really
you're getting
really
at.
fascinating.
I believe her. She doesn't have to know how to destroy the world to be capable of doing it.
At the end of the day, whatever the two of us have going on down here is about trust.
No.
Whoever sent you to slay me claimed I was a threat to the world, but they didn't tell you why.
Oh, this feels like a
I
trap.
don't trust that. And I don't think you do either, or you wouldn't have come down here to talk.
She has a point. We're talking like this for a reason.
So this shouldn't be about what I'd do if I got out of here, or me saying the right thing to convince you to save me. This is about how messed up this whole situation is. This is my life we're talking about. Do you really think I can even end the world?
I mean, you
Why
definitely
would I
can.
even want
Definitely
to?
have.
We both know that if there's people we can't trust in this situation, it's whoever locked me down here, and it's whoever sent you here. And those two groups are probably one and the same.
Don't let her turn the tables here. This isn't about trust. This is about risk. We stand to lose everything, all for the sake of one person, and a subjugating monarch.
All right,
yes.
pal. You're a Brit. Calm down. We know how you feel about the monarchy.
That seems like a pretty good compromise.
I don't think I could bear being down here that much longer.
Leaving her alive is too risky. If you don't deal with her soon, she will find a way out. So I'm the only one who liked that idea.
One way or another, I'm going to find a way out of here. It would make it easier for both of us if you'd help.
Uh-oh.
But if you don't, I can promise that you'll regret
There it
that
is.
decision.
There's the shift.
You have to make a choice. Let's hope.
All right, chat. What are we doing? Are we looking at the change, or are we leaving her to lock down here? Or are we going to get our knife? The chains? Alright.
You can't be serious.
Thank you. Thank you. You won't regret this, I promise.
I do not believe
You're
that for a second.
making a huge mistake. No, I think you're doing the right thing. You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine.
You
trying
will
to break
regret.
them
Yeah,
apart.
correct.
I'm guessing you don't have the key?
No, but you have the knife.
Maybe it's somewhere upstairs. Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabin.
Okay. I'll be here. Good luck.
Should I just,
You
can I
attempt to
just
make your
fucking
way
leave?
out of the
Oh?
basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut. You hear the click of a lock sliding into place. Is someone else
Excuse?
here? You try the door, but it's locked from the outside. Your shouts and you're here to slay the princess, and you won't leave until the task is done.
Okay, buddy.
You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd just taken the blade like you were supposed to. Easier for whom? Easier for everyone. Look at the mess you're in.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
There's a slight panic rising in the princess's voice.
If I could just get out of these chains, I know we could force our way out of here together.
She barely hesitates before
Okay,
raising her arm to her
okay,
mouth, her teeth
okay.
tearing through
I
her
was
limb
not
with
ready
the
for that.
determination of a
Hello.
trapped wolf.
Hi, she
As
saw your
rips
message.
her flesh from her bone, a sound comes from behind you, the clang of bouncing metal. It's the blade from upstairs. You're not sure how it made its way down here, but if there's a time to strike, it's now. Or we could use it to free her. You won't like what happens if you do that.
I mean, fun isn't what I'm gonna save her. That's what we're doing this one.
Fine. Against your better judgment,
Oh.
you place the blade
Oh,
against
God.
the ragged,
That
self-inflicted
is-
wound on the princess's arm, just above the unyielding chain binding her to this place. You cut into
I like
her
that the only
flesh.
this is the only color that's appeared this
The
almost the
blade is
entire game.
sharp, and it takes little
It's
effort
red.
to crack through the bone of her arm. Her limb
need that hand.
falls to the ground, and the heavy chains follow
Gotta
suit.
hand it to
She
you.
didn't so much as utter a sound for the whole ordeal. No, she didn't. She smiles softly as her gaze meets yours, blood from her wounded arm dripping rhythmically to the ground. How is she still smiling after everything? It's like she isn't even bothered by what just happened.
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
No, we won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape into the world. No, I can't just let her escape into the world. As the princess approaches the bottom stair, your body steps forward and raises the blade. Wait, this isn't fair. You can't just do that. Watch me.
Damn.
What are you doing?
Stop that.
Something's come over you, hasn't it? You know you don't have to do this, right?
Your body lunges forward, the blade held low, ready to sink into her heart. But the princess dodges, stumbling back against the wall before the blade has a chance to connect. Stop it. Stop trying to resist me. I'm trying to get you out of here alive.
I know, he's such a dick.
The blade. Move the blade. As your body remains frozen in stubborn resistance, the princess takes a cautious step forward.
She's gonna kill me.
We both know this isn't you.
She nervously reaches towards you and takes the blade from your infuriatingly rigid hands.
Yep.
What are you doing?
I'm sorry.
Yep.
I'll try to be quick.
Yep.
She plunges it into your chest, tearing through flesh and sinew. It is agony. But you aren't dead yet.
Not dead yet!
Oh no, I'm so sorry.
For her sake. Don't you start pretending that dying a painful death is some sort of heroic gesture. The two of you have literally doomed everyone. Whatever. She sinks the blade into your chest again and again and again, and you feel every inch of burning pain that slices its way into your body.
I'm sorry.
She doesn't know how to use a knife, does she? Apparently not, though it doesn't matter how sloppy her blade work is, does it? A stab wound is still a stab wound, and it won't be long before you bleed out.
I'm so sorry.
With one last thrust of the knife, your legs give out beneath you. You collapse to the floor, your blood pooling around you, your limbs unresponsive. The princess stares down at your ruined chest as
Have you played this,
tears
Arrows?
carve rivulets of pink down her blood-spattered cheeks. It can't just end like this, right?
Definitely can.
Oh, that's rich coming from you. As much as I'd prefer for things to have gone differently,
Yeah,
you can't
I'm coming
deny
into
the
it with
reality
no
of what's
knowledge.
happened.
I've intentionally not looked
The
at
two of
anything
you
for
made
it.
your choice.
I know it's a horror
It's
game,
over.
but beyond that, I don't really know it very much.
Everything goes dark, and you die.
The damsel.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path,
Night,
you're
Zed.
here to... My tricks. If he doesn't remember what happened... Yes, he didn't approve of us last time, did he?
Smitten.
If we're going to save our beloved...
Interesting.
Yes, you'll have to be very... Ah, so all of the cards are on the table. Then you should know that we and the princess are in love, and the four of us will be foiling any
Four?
and all assassination attempts you've got in the works. What can I say? Oh... Those are two very... Let's say for... You died last time. You... Well, no... Oh, I wonder why. I'm not going to argue with you. I'm just going to take a deep breath and assume
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
whoever is
Duh.
making the decisions here has the common... Anyway, I believe you're What do you mean? Of course there weren't any consequences. You forced the princess to kill us, and now everyone's right back where they started. That sounds pretty consequence-free to me. Yes, but in this pure... If it's the latter, do you think the people there lived happily ever after? Or do you think that the princess, left unhindered, brought about the end to everyone and everything, just like I told you she would? She would never. She's a perfect angel
Okay,
that
I
you
love the smitten,
cruelly
though.
imprisoned as part of some convoluted...
The Contrarian was my
dastardly
favorite. The
scheme.
Smitten might be my new favorite.
Convoluted. Just
Let's
be
talk
quick about it.
Let's talk.
She just can. Believe me, I wish I could tell you more, but you'll just have to trust that... Maybe it's... Sure, it's her beauty. Why not? And before you ask, no, we can't just keep her down there. People locked her in that base. I've told you not to sound like a broken... Look.
I've seen some of this. Yeah. Okay.
Great. Now if... That's right, you can't stop all of us. We're going to sweep her off her feet if it's the last thing anyone does.
I already
These
did
really
leave.
the sort of
You
people
missed
you'd
it.
like
It
to
turned.
align
It got
yourself
weird.
with.
It got weird. It got fractally. It got real
Not
bad.
happened yet. You still have...
You
Alright,
have already committed
Oh!
to completion. You cannot go further astray.
Okay. Yeah. So I tried.
A warning before you go any
Then
further.
God talked to us and said, "No, thank you."
She will lie. We already told you we're not playing along with your little game. It's your lies that can't be trusted. Her beauty
It's
is
your
the
lies.
only thing in the world we can believe in.
I love him.
I think we've
He's the
already been
worst.
over this. I'm pretty sure he just likes the sound of his own voice. I do, but I also speak from
I
the
do.
heart. My passions are too great to be stifled. They must be expressed. Sure, yeah, your passions are strong and all, but not everyone needs to hear them. Some things are better kept quiet. Don't pay their bickering any mind. Focus on the task ahead.
Hello.
The interior of the cabin
Okay.
is clean and
Oh,
elegant.
it's the top
its
of a tower
stone
now.
walls draped in fine-threaded tapestries. The blade.
Mirror, wipe the mirror clean.
You reach,
Still
and now it's
grows
gone.
Gritty,
Pity.
grody
We
hands.
could have a feather out of place, and now we'll never know. We can't gallantly sweep her off her feet if we have a feather out of. There is it. So focus.
Blade or no blade, chat? Oh, you know what? I'm gonna take the blade because
You
that
take the blade from
literally
the table.
made it
I
difficult.
suppose if we're to play the role of dashing, hopefully it
Yeah.
doesn't put her on edge, and hopefully it doesn't get turned on us.
Well, last time if I'd had the blade, I could have just
There's
got,
no use
got her loose
arguing over
earlier.
motivations.
I love that your mouse
The door
changes.
to the basement creaks open, revealing an intricate stairwell. Gold-trimmed carpet glimmers in the light of the torches positioned along the walls. The basement almost seems welcoming in the dim firelight. But it's still a stone basement. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. A soft voice carries up the stairs.
Hello? Is someone there?
Hello?
Her voice. It's somehow even more beautiful
Oh, shut
than
up.
life. I've held my tongue till now, but you're taking this a little too far. We barely even know the princess. We can still do right by her without all this over-the-top fawning. Yes, for everyone's sake, you're not in love. Just you walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around
New
her
dress,
wrist,
new
binding her to
tiara.
the far wall. My love, we're here to rescue you from your unjust and foul
I
imprisonment.
fucking love this guy.
You know she can't hear you, right? She may not be able to hear my words, but surely she can hear my spirit. Oh, your spirit's plenty loud, all right.
They're near is
It's
so
you.
pissy.
My dashing hero. I was so worried you wouldn't come back.
Fuck, that's really
Do you
funny.
hear
Hold
that?
on.
She said we're dashing.
The
And she called us a hero.
experience.
Flattery really goes a long way with the two of you, doesn't it? Waiting for you to come back. I didn't want to believe your ravings back in the woods, but this is next to incontrovertible evidence. You've been here before. That's right, villain, and you killed us. Well, she killed us. And you've died before. So an entire world has been damned to oblivion. I'd really hoped I'd be the first, but what's done is done. What matters is you have a chance to do it right this time. Now, hold on. If she actually ended a world, are you sure we want to do this? Are you sure we want to rescue her?
Yes.
If another version of me was pushed to such drastic action, it was for good reason.
That's okay. You were just doing your best, and that's all that matters.
She took that in stride. To a surprising extent. An almost unsettling extent, actually. That's because she's perfect. She doesn't. There's no one else like me. I think he's right, because I like it better if she doesn't have some horrid little voice like him, always trying to drive her to violence.
I'm sorry. Didn't you want me to?
Did
fuck?
we? We warned her of the cruel forces seizing our body. That's practically telling her to kill us. She is our beloved, and she made the choice to free us of our misery, to show us mercy and make the best decision for everyone. She made the best decision for her. Don't be so quick to assign kindness. You're just opening yourself up to manipulation.
What the fuck?
I'm okay with whatever you come up with. You can cut my arm off again.
We won't be laying a finger on her perfect wrists, and indeed, we won't even have to. Do you see how dainty her hands are? We'll be able to slip her right out with no harm done. What? No, she's a prisoner here. You can't just slip her hand through the chains. Why are you two arguing over the logistics of slipping her hand out of her shackles? She just said she'd be okay with any
Christ,
idea
Ty,
we came
do you
up
need to
with.
work through something,
Am I
bud?
the only one here who thinks that's weird? She didn't care last time. Why should she care this time? That's our stoic, smiling angel.
No.
No, you're right. It's extremely bizarre behavior and further evidence that she's a monster who's not to be trusted. So go ahead and slay her.
You died, and now we're talking.
What?
I don't know. Was I supposed to have ended the world? Would that have made you happy?
What?
Isn't that just like our darling princess? She wants to make us happy. My heart melts further with every word that passes through her beautiful lips. Are you listening to her? That's a confession.
No, I don't want... Jesus, honestly, the world sucks. People are playing it out. People are slowing people. They
I
ruined them
can't
all.
believe that the fate of the entire world has been left in the hands of a misanthrope.
Lucky for you, I did destroy the world. I destroyed all of it and made it awful for everyone.
I'd point out that she just admitted to obliterating the entire world, but I guess that wouldn't actually move you. Oh, it moves me. Whatever we do next, we should do our best to not let her out. But have you seen her angelic face? She should get a pass.
She should get a pass!
She just wanted to make us happy by destroying the world. Apparently, yes.
Rescue or slay, chat. What are we doing? I don't think there's a wrong answer here. Just a funny one. I do kind of love the idea of just fucking murdering her after that. I also love the idea of just rescuing her after that. All right, rescue
No.
it is.
I can't let you do that. If you take another step towards the princess, You'll what? Take over our body and force us to try and kill her? Yes. Not on my watch, villain. My passions contain titanic depths, and if you try anything that might harm our dearest, I will end our life without a
Only
second
one.
thought.
That's so true. Can't have two people slaying in a relationship.
You wouldn't. I would. I'd listen to him if I were you. He has a lot of strong feelings. And doesn't the world end if we don't stop her? You approach the princess and gingerly slide her hand from her bindings. That shouldn't have worked. I'll be damned. We're doomed. I can't believe it. But I guess I have to. I told you. There's no life more worth living than that of a true believer.
I'm free, and you're not trying to kill me this time. Thank you. Thank you so much.
The princess jumps up and smothers you in a joyful embrace. Ugh.
Ugh.
Are you sure you want to do this? Just one slip of the wrist and your pristine blade is buried in her back, and everyone out there is saved. Is that a threat? You know what we'll do if you try it. You're going to regret this.
Probably.
What do we do now?
What do
Let
you
me
wanna do?
guess. End the world? Spoken with the rank cynicism of someone who has never felt love in his heart.
I don't actually know. Nobody's ever asked me what I wanted before.
She doesn't even know what she wants. You may have had her all wrong. What if this whole thing is just a misunderstanding? What
I
if she
don't know how
doesn't
you
want to end the
misunderstand
world?
wanting to end the world. That doesn't feel like a thing you can just misunderstand.
You're so gullible. Is the only thing you've ever doubted the actual truth?
I think I want to leave. And I think...
I want to end the
The
world.
princess closes her eyes in deep reflection. And then she shrugs.
I don't know. What do you want to do?
Something isn't right here. I'm sorry, Slay the princess. It's so funny.
I just want to make you happy.
Her eyes get more kawaii.
She can't just want to make us happy.
Oh, everything got darker.
It makes sense to
around the
me.
edges.
That's all I want for her, so of course she'd want the same for us.
Oh, the music shifted. Hold on. Hold on. We're gonna save real quick. We're gonna do this because it's very funny.
You turn the tip of your blade towards the unsuspecting princess. Thank you barbarian! What are you doing? But you ignore the pleas of the foolish little voice and strike. The princess's eyes grow wide with terror as the blade falls, but she does absolutely nothing to stop you. Your blade pierces her heart, and she collapses pathetically to the ground.
I'm sorry. Did I do something wrong?
Oh, icky.
No, my love, you did nothing wrong. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Not you.
I'm going to die now. I think that's what you want.
What's up, Eros?
And just like that, she's dead. And the world is saved. Thank you for seeing this through. I know it must have been difficult.
She got an achievement for
I
that.
feel sick. Sick? You took part in the murder of the fairest creature that's ever lived. And you merely feel sick. I, for one, am absolutely distraught. Grief-stricken. Inconsolable. You'll get over it. You just saved everyone. Get over it.
Uh-oh.
You smarmy ass.
Oh, there's blood on my knife.
There's
now.
nothing in the world worth getting over it for. We might as well just end it all. You raise the blade, aiming the point directly towards your heart. Excuse me? No, you absolutely do not do that. Yeah, let's not make any rash decisions. We should give ourselves a minute, take a deep breath, and rash. The only rash decision we've made was running our cursed blade through her heart. This is far from rash. This is measured. This is the only thing left for us to do now that she's gone.
If that's what you want to do, let's see what happens.
Exactly. You're not doing this. All of you may have previously thought that my passions were too great to stifle, but those were merely passions of joy. My passions of sorrow run deeper than the ocean itself, and you'll find that they are far more unstiflable. Haven't you? Haven't you all? I don't believe this. What? What don't you believe? You plunge the blade into your own heart and collapse to the floor. You can't be serious. Why are you helping him? I'm not. He just made it happen. I'm sorry. That's right. You're all sorry.
And she's gonna open her eyes.
Everything goes dark, and you die.
The gray. Ooh, that's new.
You're on a path in the woods.
There's
You
no wood.
horrid monster. Do you think just because we've returned to the woods you've earned my forgiveness?
Just so mad.
Our beloved had best be alive and well when we return to the cabin, or you'll never know the end of my wrath. She won't be alive and well when we return to that cabin, because she's dead. We killed her. You killed her, and so I killed you. And you clearly didn't do a good enough job. I'm still here. Oh, and I'm still here too. If you lot get to be blessed with seemingly eternal life, that must mean she's still there, waiting for us to throw ourselves at her feet in remorse. I doubt it. I think I'm better at killing than you are. So you've been here before. Of course you've been here before. What count is it this time? 2? It's our 3rd. What gave it away? Your open discussions. I couldn't care less what he knows. Every second we stand around arguing in the woods is a second that I'm anxiously worrying about her. Take us to the cabin and take us there now. With each passing moment, our relationship may be damaged even further, though I fear the rift.
Yeah, you get an additional voice every. You start with just the hero, and then you get
Permanent.
more as you go. Yep.
And if it is permanent, then what? You'll kill us again? Oh, you just wait and see. My vengeance will echo the depths of my bereavement. Don't provoke him. I'd prefer if we didn't die again. I'm not fond of dying.
Nobody
Why not?
is.
You've already done it twice. It was unpleasant. It was only unpleasant because you think it's supposed to be unpleasant. I'll make you feel what I feel if it's the last thing I do. And mark my words, you won't like it when it happens. Oh, how exciting. I'd love to see you try.
Daddy? Sorry.
can I? Well, I'm not just going to try. I'm going to actually do it. I'm looking forward to it. Good. I am too. Can I talk now? Yes, I can. Great. Now that you're listening, let me remind you that if you're here
What woods,
in the
brother?
woods,
There are no
it
woods.
means that the princess is not dead, and that her very existence currently poses a direct threat to the entire world.
Kevin, might as well see us through. Yeah, no reason to talk it out.
I'm sure you've already heard my words of warning in one of your past lives. You've already managed to slay her once, just don't muck it up this time, alright? Oh, we'll muck it up alright. We'll get our happy ending, even if it damns each and every person who's ever lived. Whatever you do, don't let him influence a single decision.
I love
He's
this
clearly
mitten so
lost it.
much.
I hate that I'm agreeing with him on anything, but I really don't like being at the whims of someone so unstable. It's stressful.
Cap, hop in chat. There you are.
Yes, having all those
Talk in chat so I can
feelings
respond to you
isn't very
directly.
Productive, is it? But we're just passengers here. Why stress over something you can't control?
This is our third cycle? Yeah, our third full cycle. The first one we did the Contrarian and... No, first one we did the Hunter and the Stubborn. Second one we did the Contrarian, and that only had one cycle. That didn't get a follow-up. Because we did the Contrarian and then broke everything. Everything everywhere all at once ourselves. It was great. And now we've got the
You're
Smitten
saying
in the
that
cold.
like stress is just something you can turn off.
The Smitten is a delight. The Smitten is so funny.
It is.
It's giving like Zap
easy.
Brannigan. It's amazing.
Whatever happens, happens. Are you even alive?
I mean, you can hop
What's
in and
the
out of
point
chat
of
arrows. I'm
doing
not going to
anything
acknowledge it
if
though. I
you're
can't.
not
I can't tell
going
when you
to
leave and come
feel a
back.
Single emotion. I don't know. I just exist, and that's fine with me. This is horribly unproductive. The cabin and your extremely important destiny await.
In we go.
The interior of the cabin feels
That's a ghost.
dry and brittle.
That's a fucking ghost. We got a
Ancient
ghost.
dust-covered
Gamers,
wooden
we've got a
beams
ghost.
hold up the
Gamers,
crumbling ceiling like
gamers, it's
mummified
ghost
lids.
o'clock.
Each elegantly carved detail of the stately building preserved in an extended stasis.
Oh man,
Everything
arrows.
here
If
has
only
been
I
kept
could
safe
just.
and dry.
If only I could fix this
and
somehow.
lifeless.
Somehow, like, just quietly. Just. Damn, that's crazy.
But you're not alone. You can feel something watching you. There is a figure faintly outlined against the dusty wood of the far wall. Is that her? Our beloved. So she does live.
There's no ghost and there's no mirror. True. I will say, I was talking about it earlier. I think my favorite thing in the game so far is that the mirror on like everything else in the game doesn't have this little like vibrating like texture thing going on. Like everything else in the game has this little vibrating texture. The mirror doesn't, and the blade usually doesn't until you actually stab her with it.
She doesn't look very alive to me. Before you can make a move, the figure is gone, vanishing behind the door on the far side of the room. The door at the end of the room, but there isn't a door, it's just that damn mirror again. Ah, yes, the mirror. So we can see the monster we've become. If it even lets us look before it
We're making
vanishes
decent progress.
too. The mirror? Is this some kind of joke? Did you all plan this out before dying? There is no mirror. There's the door to the basement, the table, and the pristine blade. Huh.
That's totally
That's
valid.
strange. There's supposed to be a pristine blade. What? Maybe it's gone because we've already killed her with it. Perhaps it's gone because
An oh-so-deserved guilt has started to worm its way into each and every one of you. Perhaps
I
all
love
of you
him so
felt
much.
As bad as I
He's
about
the
what we've done.
worst.
Though if you felt the
Contrarian
oppressive
is just me,
guilt
though. I gotta
feel,
say,
we
the
would have
contrarian, I
manifested
felt
that
every
weapon
step of the way.
directly into our heart. I suppose it doesn't matter why the blade is gone, but you're going to have to find it if you're going to do this right. So why don't you march over to that door and make your way
I'm
down
just
to
waiting
the
for it to
basement.
reveal why we're an ogre.
As if something as flimsy as a missing door would stop us on our sacred quest. Cross the
I really
room,
want to know why I'm
find
an
our
ogre.
way back to her. Make
Something. I'm some kind of
things
critter.
right.
Ogre is the best thing I could think of. I didn't want to say monster.
You're clearly hallucinating, but I'd rather not get
It's
into
just
it with
no.
you
Those
right
are.
now.
It's got fingernails.
The door
What are
to
you
the
talking
basement
about?
is on the far side of the room, whether you can see it
I'm all wordy
or
and shit.
not.
I'm an ogre. Or troll.
You make your way to the door at the end of the room, stopping just in front of it. It's still so hate. Yes. Trying to touch it does seem to be the magic spell to get it out of our way.
If nothing,
It's time
definitely not
for
bird-like.
all of you to see what we've become. You reach forward and place
Yeah,
your
there's
hand
nothing-
on the
that
door to the
doesn't-
basement.
Doesn't really
The
feel
handle
bird
is
to
just a
me.
little to your right and a little down.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Almost like a chicken leg. I see what you're saying. I kind of see it. I kind of see it.
So much for our reflection. We didn't need to see ourselves anyway. I'm much more interested in seeing other things. I see. We are too hideous
God, I love
for
them.
even a mirror to behold. We can only hope she might still see some good in us.
Let's go down, down and down.
The door to the basement creaks
Hello.
open,
Ooh,
revealing an
spooky.
antique staircase lit by weak torchlight. The air here is so stale it practically stands still, as if the very molecules of this place have been fossilized, trapped for eons until your arrival. Even the blaze of the torches can't penetrate the odorless air, as if they'd run out of fuel to burn ages ago.
Yes,
Their
bad
light
eczema. Yeah,
still
don't be
flickering
mean.
more out
And
of
long
habit
nails.
than from
He
adhering to
needs a
physical
mani-pedi,
reality.
not bullying.
A wispy figure watches you from the bottom of the stairs, face veiled in shadow. There she is again. My love. She's just an old memory. Your eyes lock
Bye.
for a brief moment.
I'm sorry about last time. Are we
You
good?
receive no response. Do you think she's upset with us? I don't like being here unarmed after what happened last time. I feel so exposed. Of course she's livid, and with good reason. You aren't helping. Are you scared of a little ghost? What's she going to do? Look at us until we feel bad? She can look all she wants. It won't do anything. As you descend the final
Oh,
step,
Jesus.
the form of the princess comes into view. A skeletal body lying in a heap on the floor, her wrist still bound to the wall by a heavy chain. This cell is a dark and isolated place, with not so much as a window to allow starlight to penetrate the gloom. See? She's dead.
Okay, so we're job done. We
No.
can leave, right?
What foul trickery is this? How can this be? We just saw her alive and well a moment ago, floating away transparently. Whatever we saw was a ghost. I thought we were all on the same page. Do try to keep up.
Your thoughts are interrupted by the sound of a slamming
God.
door
Again?
and a clicking lock.
You turn to see the shade of the princess staring down at you from the top of the stairs, clutching a brightly burning torch.
Ruh-roh.
So that's where the blade is. It's already in her heart.
Contrarian I've
And
gotten.
yet she
Um,
isn't dead.
Hunted and stubborn. And then now these two.
She is dead. Have you never heard of a ghost before? Oh, for the love of... Can we not waste time arguing over the semantics of what is and isn't dead? She is clearly conscious. She clearly just slammed the door on you, and she clearly has a weapon. Your pristine blade sticking out of her chest. This is extremely bad. Catastrophic, even. Yeah, dead or not, what are we supposed to do about her? Slaying, or destroying, if we want to be a little more death neutral,
Death
seems
neutral
off
is
the
great.
We make amends. She obviously still holds us in her heart. She's bearing a torch for us and everything. But she hasn't said anything. Are you sure she can talk like this?
You came back. I missed you.
And just that.
That angelic voice, I missed you too, my beloved. You sure snapped back to your old self quick. Yes, seeing her dazzling countenance again has reignited the warmth in my heart.
She's gonna light the whole building on
I
fire.
have found it in me to
She's
forgive
absolutely
the sins
lighting this building on
body
fire
has
with us
committed.
inside. That's where
We
this is
can
going.
have our perfect romance after all.
This is a bad place. We're supposed to be together, but it keeps making us hurt each other.
Yep.
The torch falls from the princess's hand and bounces down the stairs.
It'll be so much better when
Yep.
it's gone.
Yep.
The skeletal wood of the basement, perfectly dry after uncountable years of desiccation, immediately catches fire. She's trying to kill us. A misplaced escalation of her passions, but clearly she still cares for us. I say we burn with her.
Are you mad at me for killing you? I'm
Not
sorry.
You? You gave me so much to think about. And it's all going to be over soon. It's all going to be better.
She's holding a grudge. She wouldn't. She's perfect. The fire grows quickly, devouring the basement, dancing up the walls and painting every surface with strokes of flame. You're choked by smoke, and the air around you grows uncomfortably warm. We've never burned to death before. I wonder how it's going to feel. Bad! I bet it'll feel really, really bad! Yes, it will be terrible, so you'd better come up with something to do and fast. Your personal safety is far from the only thing she's threatening right now. I think a bit of fiery passion is good for the world.
That's what literally I
You're
was just thinking the
trying
same
to
thing here. It's
spoil
the cold
our
we
fun.
warm now. It'll be great.
I'm not spoiling anything. I'm trying to prevent oblivion.
Because I wanted to be with you. I don't want you to leave.
See? Everything's fine. She wants to be with us. Yeah, in a bad way. She just has a unique way of expressing things.
In a bad way.
The heat grows in intensity as the flames draw ever nearer. You can practically feel your skin sizzling already. If you're going to try and stop her from killing you and destroying the whole world, you'd better do something, and you'd better do it now. I wonder if we look good right now. Fire makes a lot of things look good. I can only imagine how dazzling our eyes are in the dancing flames. Do you think she's noticed? I don't want to burn to death. We don't have to, right?
You'll understand when it's over. Just like I understood after you stabbed me in the heart. Everything is okay.
The flames lick at your form, stripping layers of you away, causing your skin to blister and pop and crisp. As you burn, the princess glides to your side, her ghostly form blackening as she too succumbs.
Lovely.
This is terrible. We're going to die. I'd savor this feeling if I were you. Soon enough, we won't have nerves. And we'll get to die with her. After what you made us do last time, this is as sweet an end as we could hope for. She clutches you close to her chest, her eyes bright and her smile wide with manic affection, watching as the flames take you away.
Jesus.
The pain is unbearable at first. Every inch of you screams as your flesh is stripped away, your muscles stiffening as they're cooked, your blood boiling in your veins.
But it isn't long before the flames take your nerves, and with them, your ability to feel much of anything.
I don't think it's how burning death works.
See? That wasn't so bad. It was so bad. But somehow, nothing is so much worse. You'll get used to it. There are still the feelings of the heart. Those never go away. Oh, they always do in the end. You just haven't experienced enough. Eventually you'll want them to stop too. You'll make them stop.
Okay, Mr. The Cold, you need to
Trust me.
tone it down like 1 degree. Or up, whatever.
The princess's smile never fades. Her skin peels away, and then her muscle, until all you can see is her charring skull, locked in an eternal grin. It's
all
very
skulls locked in an
romantic,
eternal grin?
We got
By the
our
nature of not
happy
having anything
ending
on 'em?
after all. We can die happy.
Oh. Oh, there it is, the hands. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. I just keep going.
She's gone. And there's that.
What is that supposed to mean? Do it then.
Smear, gazing reflection. Yeah, like what the fuck? Are they feathers? Ooh, I'm all melty now. Do I have feathers? What am I? Looked more like fur. Hello. I'm back.
I am a growing chorus of contradiction. A mass of tides ebbing and flowing all at once in
think
more
I'm a
directions than my attention can bear to hold. To look at any one is to shift them all into something new, and to look away is to reshape them yet again. All of me is changing, and yet the rest of me is still the same. It changes me, but it doesn't make me worse, nor does it make me care for you any less. Does it make you worse? Do you resent me?
Not really, I'm just kind of confused by you. If anything, it makes you like you more. I don't know what that says about me.
It says that your heart is gentle, that even in the darkness you are guided by compassion. My perspectives are shadowed. You have seen what I have seen, just as I have seen what you have seen. The angles of my vantage do not offer me hidden truths, and my attention is turned inward, except when you are here with me.
I'm about to, yeah.
Perhaps this will change when our work is done. This one is passion betrayed, but even in the end, her love never faded. She will make for a bright heart. Do not mourn her, for she has finally found her light. I care about your gifts, but I have no preferences to burden you with. Even if I did, I would never dare to tarnish our relationship by assuming myself above you.
It's nice of you.
The tides do not dictate where they are pulled. A river does not dictate its outlets.
I fucking love all the hands. It's so spooky.
My gift to you is to let you choose your path, and my task is to treasure the gifts you bring me. We will know when we near our destination.
Okay. I don't care how you can stand to be a contradiction. That's fine. All right, I'm ready.
I will be here
Once more.
when it is time for us to meet again.
We are back. Skip. All right.
I'm talking about
Okay.
Don't-
I'm
look.
saw all these already.
while I never
Does it? Are you a monarchist? Is slaying a princess that much worse than slaying a...
Hmm?
Oh, if only that... I have to say, I'm surprised at your reluctance, like I said. Of course I haven't. I mean, maybe some people do, like nihilists, or very, very...
Yeah, what do you got?
Yes, but you'll have to slay her before you get it. It's a secret, but I think you'll like it. It's a special reward, just for you. And whatever you...
Okay, I'm sold. Let's get it over with.
As long as you remain...
I'll take the knife.
You
Okay. Into the basement. Hello.
You walk down the stairs and lock.
She's so coldly beautiful.
Focus on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
What? No way. Why would you even think that? Alright, what next? What am I aiming for? No, Now you're gonna kill her but hesitate? Okay.
You step forward.
Oh? No talking then. I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason.
Don't do it right away. Okay.
You go into this expecting to die. You're going to die.
Hesitating? Why don't you drop the knife and the two of us can be civilized with each other?
Drop or don't drop, Cat. Where are we headed? Where are we dropping? How many achievements are there in this? Don't drop. Cool.
Then I'm not talking to you.
Ah!
You stare at the princess, squinting. She squints back.
The two of you are going to do this forever, aren't you?
You squint even harder. So does she.
At least nobody's dying right now.
You're going to have to make a choice. You can't keep squinting forever. Eventually, someone is
I know,
going
I love
to
she
have
squints back.
to blink.
Alright, so we try to kill her again, and then we hesitate.
You charge the princess, blade
Yep.
trembling in
She
your
punches
hand.
us in the
She
fucking
casually-
face.
We shouldn't have hesitated.
Oh. Okay, so yeah, this is new.
As you lie, crushed and broken on the basement floor,
Kinky.
the princess kneels on your throat with the kind of weight you didn't think her slight frame could possibly possess. As you gasp for air, she eyes you with an intense curiosity. You shouldn't have let that fear creep into your heart. You had the upper hand, and now look at you.
Is this really the best you could do? Look at you. Completely broken. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't a little disappointed.
She applies more pressure, slowly squeezing what's left of your life
Crack there
out
was
of
nice.
your lungs.
This is the end, isn't it?
I'm afraid it is.
Everything goes dark, and you die.
The end. The tower, yeah, tower's new.
You're on a path in the woods. You're here to slay. A warning. Before you go, she will...
Can we
Yeah,
tone
yeah.
down the pessimism just a smidge?
Oh, I didn't see what he said. Fuck. The broken.
I'm not being a pessimist. You're being annoying.
Ah!
Just ignore their bickering, and whatever you do, don't pledge yourself to her. I cannot stress enough how absolutely
I mean, I'm absolutely gonna pledge
catastrophic
myself
that
to
would
her
be
now.
for everyone, yourself included.
I agree. If she's wrongfully imprisoned, then we should rescue her, but
If rescue her, given the stakes of the situation, there isn't really a difference between rescuing her and pledging yourself to her. So
I'm going to
please
pledge
try.
myself to her instantly.
if that's what you want.
Yeah, you don't. You creepy little bastard, man.
The interior of the cabin
Ooh,
is
this
larger
looks
and
new.
more grandiose than its
Why is
humble
it not-
exterior
what
would
is that?
suggest.
The only furniture of note is a massive marble altar with a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your
I'm just gonna
implement.
keep ignoring the mirror now. I'm
You'll
done
need
with the
it if
mirror.
you want to do this right. Why do we feel so small? We don't feel small. We are small. That's because there is who cares? For the last time, though, for what it's worth, if there were a mirror, I'm sure that you probably. He knows.
Ooh. Look at myself. I want to see how handsome I am.
As do. I'm not lying to you. Use your eyes. There is no mirror. We should count ourselves lucky. You take the blade. That it's still a stone basement. Her booming.
Is that a guest I hear? Don't linger on the stairs. Come down and witness me.
You weren't kidding when you said it was. We need to get down there. She wants us to see her. We need. Should we be worried about your sudden change in attitude? Just a few minutes ago, you were going on about how pointless everything was. Now you want to go down there. It doesn't matter what that little voice says. He's not the one making the decisions. Though if his ramblings get you to the princess, they get you to the princess. Making your way down the spiral staircase is a time-consuming and exhausting effort, every step requiring you to clamber over one edge before dropping to the next. But soon the end comes into view, and you tumble to the bottom,
now.
entering the vast, temple-like room beyond. The princess towers over you, almost glowing in the weak starlight, her figure framed by a stained glass window. Her long hair billows around her, and a chain binds her wrist to the far wall. The chain is nothing to her. It might as well be a toy for all the good it would do. I told you.
Cap, are we
it
about
was
to try and attack and kill
pointless to
God?
resist her.
The little bird has returned to me. I wonder what he wants. You brought that knife again, even though you know it's useless. Such charming audacity. Drop it.
Oh, she did say call me a bird, yeah.
As if on command, the blade slips from your grasp. It clatters uselessly to the floor. But we didn't drop it. We decided to grip it tighter, remember? Are you really just going to let that happen to us? I have a duty to report facts as facts, and the fact is that you dropped the blade. Of course we dropped it. She's so much more than us.
I want to
You
attack and kill
wouldn't
God.
understand what it feels like to be in her presence. Oh, I understand what's going on, and you'd better snap yourself out of it.
Kneel.
Mommy? Sorry.
Oh, are you still trying to defy me? I said kneel.
Your legs
Oh.
buckle, and your knees hit the floor.
I'm so erect right now.
That's my good little bird. Now, why don't we talk? The last time we met, you couldn't even scratch me. And yet here you are again, trying to succeed where you've already catastrophically
I
failed.
thought the demon version of her was the Dami Mommy, but no, this is much more.
What draws you back here beyond the empty halls of death? Speak.
The last time we met, nobody should have met her before this. You should be the first. You're the only one I trust to deal with her. Then you shouldn't have trusted us. There was nothing we could do to stop her then, and there's nothing we can do to stop her now. He's being melodramatic, but yeah, we've been here before, and she absolutely destroyed us. What are we even supposed to do to stop her? That's worrying. Whatever you do, don't tell her why you're here. It's best not to give her any ideas.
Perhaps you need another lesson in submitting to your betters.
Fuck you!
Pick up that needle.
Do it. It's what she wants.
No, fuck
No
you.
objections here. I don't know what she's planning, and I don't like that we don't know what she's planning, but we might as well pick up the blade.
The fuck
As
are
your
all you
eye
on?
falls on the blade, you feel a weight. Some divine hand that sits unperceived by your senses, but that manages to push you towards its desires like an unseen puppeteer.
Oh, that's cool.
You reach forward and grasp the blade.
Stand.
This one's easy. See? This isn't so bad. Okay, yeah. We can do that.
We didn't heal here forever.
You can feel a creaking tension between body and will as you slowly rise to your feet, like two foes forced into an unhappy truce. The princess eyes you with soft contemplation. The moment seems to last a lifetime, the silent anticipation of what's to come dragging out the long, painful seconds. But all silences are broken eventually.
To defy me is to claim we stand on level ground. We do not. You are quiet shadow, while I am brilliant radiance. Take that knife in your hand and slit your throat.
What?
What?
You don't have to listen to her. You're armed. Just steel your nerves, step forward, and end this.
Oh, well.
Oh, we'll end this all right.
Yeah.
Your hand lifts the blade and brings it towards your throat. Okay, I apologize for the unclear language. End her.
Fuck.
Your
Attack
body
and
is
kill God.
sluggish and unresponsive.
Attack and kill
actively
God.
Fighting against you, but you do your best to stagger forward. One step at a time, you move towards the princess.
Slitting your throat would have been a mercy, but it seems you're in need of a harsher lesson.
Kill God.
Plunge that knife into your lungs.
I'm sorry. Don't. As you take another step forward, the blade digs into your ribs, slicing through flesh with ease. It somehow feels like an entirely natural thing to do, while the simple act of walking has become an arduous impossibility. Then it slides back out, the wound burning as a small hiss of air escapes through the fresh orifice. Blood fills your lungs.
I don't like the term fresh orifice.
Now, do it again. Keep doing it until I give you permission to stop.
Those are just words. You don't have to listen to her. It's what she wants.
Shut up, you.
You, heroic one, what are you doing? Don't just let this happen. Stop him from killing you. I'm on it.
I'm on it.
Your other hand locks around your wrist, struggling to keep it from perforating vital organs. The blade still
Yeah,
flails
I
towards
don't
you,
listen.
managing
Here's
to
the thing.
slice
I don't.
bits of skin that plop to the floor to join the growing pile of blood.
I
and
don't
gore
like her, but I
beneath
do
you.
like the trying to kill
Despite
her.
the pain, you manage to keep yourself.
Hi,
in one
you
piece.
miss Demon
At least
Princess.
for
She was
now.
the best one.
What a pitiful display. A wounded little bird thinking it can defy a god. It doesn't have to be like this. It doesn't have to hurt so much. You can choose a gentle end. You can choose to leave that punctured vessel for the next.
Fuck you.
Or you can pathetically struggle against yourself until
Fuck
the
you!
floor of this temple is painted with the bloody impressions of your
I gotta say, some of the dialogue in this
futility.
rules. The bloody impressions of your futility fucking kicks
Continue
ass.
to approach the princess, even as the repeated gouges of your blade expose bone and muscle to the open air of the basement. You know, this would be a lot easier if you gave us a hand. My influence only goes so far, and I can only juggle so many things at once. The best I can do right now is to continue to drive you forward. Believe me, this whole ordeal would be so much easier if I didn't have to contend with free will.
sounds.
You're the one making things difficult. You're the one making us hurt. She doesn't want to hurt us. She's just doing what she has to.
Stop.
As you finish crossing the room, you fall to your knees at the princess's feet, your chest heaving as your blood pools in the crevices of the stone floor, the coppery taste coating your throat. The princess kneels down, lifting your chin with her finger as her face lowers to yours.
I'm a stabber.
Your devotion is misplaced. You've surrendered to delusion. But something about your defiant spirit speaks to me. You are different than you were before. Perhaps, if you've learned your lesson, I can spare you from the release of death. There's a place at my side for you, if you'll have it. Not as an equal, but as something worthy to be kept.
Hot.
A priest, perhaps, or a pet.
Hot.
Well, that's demeaning, isn't it? Yes, how thoughtful of her.
It's a mercy. Take it.
I think he's given up whatever say he had at the start of all this. At least one of you is sane. She's within striking distance, and she's only negotiating now because she knows you have what it takes to put an end to her. Seize the moment before it's too late.
Fuck, he specifically said don't pledge yourself to her at the beginning, and I really want to do that. I'm curious why this one's grayed out. I wonder if I didn't have the broken with me, it would be different.
Yes, though your body trembles, struggling to defend itself in the face of the princess's overwhelming will, you finally manage to break through, darting to her side before she can react. The wind of your freedom rushes through you, and you channel it into a decisive blow.
Yeah, those are definitely feathers.
Stabbing
Fine,
into
I'm
the
a
soft
bird.
flesh
Fuck
of her
you.
ankle and severing the tendons in an act of unyielding defiance. She falls to the floor, crashing unceremoniously to her knees. But you don't give her any time to recover. Your heart pounding with determination, you plunge your blade into her
Gamers,
chest.
we've killed God.
As you find your target again and again, she laughs, crude emotion breaking through her once stony
Correct, arrows.
composure as your blade cuts her flesh. We can do this, can't we? You always could. The decision to give you this task was not made lightly. You're here for a reason.
It's not too late to pick up the pieces. It's not too late to toss that blade aside and beg for forgiveness.
Shut up.
I can't believe you would actually strike me. You heathen! You worm! You defiler! You don't know the consequences of your arrogance!
Before you can strike the final blow, the princess lashes out, knocking you off your feet. There's an
Her
unsettling
crown
wet
is now like a
as
halo.
your spine breaks,
Oof.
numbness and pain spreading through your body. As you rebound towards the ceiling in a moment of disorientated lightness, she drives her fist into your chest. Your body is crushed as she pulverizes you into the floor, the ground itself breaking from the impact. You lie there, broken, beyond pain, unable to even see what she's done to you. But the princess is succumbing to her own wounds as well. She looks down upon her body in abject horror and disgust.
Hi. No, I get it. No. Hold on, we're gonna save real quick. I wanna go back and hi. You missed this version when you got here. Hold on. You missed this one. You missed this one. Hold on. It gets better. It gets better, brother. Hold on.
Here we go. Oh, we'll make it. You can feel flesh give way before a sudden impact. Pull it
Shit,
out.
that wasn't what I picked last time. Hold on. I just want to pick what I picked last time. 1 second. Hold on. Just turn around and
Oh,
fucking
you've got
dip.
another thing coming if you think you can
Yep, there
just
we go.
turn around and leave.
Run like hell. She's scary. She stomps you, whatever. Silently proceed to the cabin.
We can
Approach
try
the
to
mirror.
survive without always. You reach
Right the
forward.
mirror.
That.
Alright. Now this
You have
one.
nowhere to remember every crack
This
and
one.
crevice. Will you turn to face
This
what
one.
lies at the end of the narrow tunnel? The princess, imposing and tightly muscled, grins back at you from the darkness.
Brothers. This one I would submit to. That's all I'm saying.
Her face droops.
There you are. But this time you don't even have that little knife.
I'm not
Do
gonna
you think
apologize.
this is a joke?
This is the hunter. Right here. I have the hunter.
Do you need me to break those fragile bones again to remind you how serious this is?
No, I have the hunted, not the hunter. My bad. I lied.
Hot with rage. I know I said this earlier. We know the only way out is... And we're going to win. We'll need the steel claw. Bloody desire in her eyes. The princess rushed. Run. Without hesitation, you turn back the way you can as you near the top.
Anywhere you go.
Good. You
Yep.
reach the ledge. Without...
So you do?
Don't. And you glance back at the cabin as the princess...
God, look at her.
Singular in
She's
her desire to
huge.
destroy you.
There's nothing left to slow me down. Do you think this is better for you? Do you think this space gives you an edge? Then show me. Show me that you've been worth all the room you've taken up in my head.
Do it! Be swift, strike true, be where she's not. Let your body move you.
Yeah. This is the better option. Compared to the two, much preferred. Alright, anyway, back to work.
You made me use my hands. I can feel myself twisting into something new, something dull, something defiled. What have you done to me?
You're monsters and conspirators. I can't bear to watch this. The princess has been nothing but cruel to you. You should feel liberated by her fall. But I don't feel liberated. I feel empty. Aside from the pain, I feel fine. She collapses to the floor.
Fall down.
Her glassy eyes watch, unblinking, yet somehow still full of anguish and fear, as the two of you perish together.
Gamers, we did it. We attacked and killed
I
God.
suppose we were never gonna get a happy ending here, were we? Don't let those be your final thoughts. You saved the world. That's worth something. I guess.
I guess.
Regardless of how you feel about it, it's finally over. Thank you. Everything goes dark, and you die.
The Fury. Ooh.
Path in the woods. And at the end of the path... Okay, what the hell is that? I think he's upset. And what's he got to be upset about? We
Oh,
just
the Snipper's
killed
back.
a
Hello.
god. Exactly. You heathens destroyed the most beautiful thing that ever was, and ever will be. I can't say I have much sympathy for you. She was bad for us, and you almost got us killed. You're being too generous. He did get us killed. Alright, enough chatter. Got a thing I'm supposed to do, and if you don't mind, I'd like to do it without any more interruptions.
What the fuck?
Okay, great, you're listening. Your Honor? If your thing is telling us about the princess... Look, if the world around you is changing, especially all the way out here, then that...
Off to the cabin we go.
Good, we're all on the same page.
Ew.
It isn't long before you find yourself at the end of the... That's it.
Ew.
I'd rather not waste any more time. If there's still a princess at the... Oh, cut it out, will you? We need to be tough right now, and you're making it so much harder than it has to be, so
This
stop
place is icky.
whining.
Is she dead? I assume
The
she's
interior
like
of the cabin
Oh
is a
no,
place
she's
that
like a
feels
it's like
long
a
forgotten.
eldritch fucking
There was
blood cult
once
thing.
an
That's a blood-
elegance
that-
to its construction,
That's for blood
carved
sacrifice.
marble columns holding a high arched roof, vaulted windows letting in the weak starlight. But that is how it was. Now there is a growth that has overtaken it. A viscous fluid seeps from cracks in the stone walls, and it congeals into chaotic streaks of writhing nerves and wet clumps of living meat. That's horrible. You did this.
I didn't do fucking
The
shit,
only
dude.
furniture of note is a pulsating pedestal, a pristine blade perched on its edge.
Also, I bet I know how to get the hunter, because I assume it's the counterpart to the hunted, which is try to kill her instead of running away.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. You take the blade from the pedestal. It would be difficult to slay the princess and say, good. You step forward and approach the door. All we see, it really is, just smash it. Smash it. Don't you want
I
to know
haven't tried
what
to
we've
smash it
seen
yet.
there? Nah, I'm with him on this one. Smash it. Let's do whatever you want with it. The mirror isn't real, so how you handle it doesn't matter. You bring your fist crashing down against the door leading to the basement. As if on command, it slowly slides open, scraping against the stone floor, its ancient hinges moaning as it reveals the dim path
I'm glad that you guys are
ahead.
here and know what the hell's going on, because I am
Why am I not surprised?
horrified.
You step forward into the darkness. The stairs leading down to the basement are at once both narrow and grandiose. A high-vaulted ceiling stretches up into a gloom beyond your sight, while walls wet with tumorous growths press in uncomfortably at your sides. You feel both unprotected and trapped, at once exposed and claustrophobic. The air is thick, its odor an oppressive violence, the metallic scent of fresh blood twisting with the nauseating embers of charred remains. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her voice, a bellowing rage, roars up the stairs.
Uh-oh.
Was severing the tendons of my ascension not enough for you? Was it not enough to rend my divine heart?
No.
Come, see the horrors you've wrought upon my flesh, and feel my hands set upon your throat. See how you've soured my once divine melody.
She's so angry with us. Why? Why did you desecrate her? Why couldn't I stop you? You've got to stop thinking about her like that. It isn't doing anyone any good. She's not some untouchable god. She's an abomination, and we're going to put an end to her once and for all. Whatever she is now is our fault. If she's an abomination, then what does that make us? It doesn't matter what we are. She needs slaying, and we've got the means to do it, so let's get a move on.
It does make us ring
If
insane.
I might interject, you didn't make her into an abomination. She's always been what she is. It's why you're here, and it's why your task is so important. You make your way to the bottom of the stairs.
I'm so ready for this reveal.
The chamber's walls are painted in blood. A
Okay,
deep,
now
sickening
this
red
god
that
I can
drips
get
down
behind.
in clotted streams onto the charred corpses that make up its floor. This place reeks of torment, of ripped skin and burning bone.
I was meant to be beautiful.
The princess stands in its center, muscles flayed and bare and weeping, draped in a tattered dress of her own skin. Her heart beats from its place in her open chest.
Do you know what I'm going to do to you?
Die?
There's not so much a moment of hesitation before she steps forward. Her chains pull taut, holding fast as she strains against them. The cuff around her wrist digs deeper into her skin. Blood drips from the place where metal meets flesh.
Rip her own arm off.
And then, with a nauseating sound, the skin
Degloved.
tears. It plops to the ground, and she pulls her red, glistening arm free from her bindings.
I love the skin dress. That's rad
She
as
is
hell.
loose, and she
Oh,
is
she's
coming
got the
for
horns
you.
back again.
Let her end it. It's the punishment you all deserve for what you did to her. It's the punishment I deserve for letting it happen. Screw that. We can win. We've done it before and we'll do it again, only this time we'll make it out the other side. Hell, she's practically done most of the work for us.
Alright, gang, what are we doing? Still winnable, though. What do we feel? Violence?
You'll try. And that's what I've been so excited for. Let's hurt each other.
Your heart free of fear, you charge
Gosh, she's
towards the
huge.
princess, your eyes locked on each other, both of you prepared to lay
Oh,
down
I
your
love
very
the
essence in
now
one
the
blow.
halo's like nails into her skull. That's so
It's
cool.
now or never. Let's make it a beautiful blaze of glory. With a horrifying squelch, you are unwound. No, that's our stuff. She can't just do that. She just did. Unfortunate, I know, but reality is reality.
You should all just be grateful she's decided to keep us alive.
Why couldn't it be me?
Defilement.
Lord, I've seen what you've done for others.
We're not out for the count just yet.
Hi, did you miss when I went to go talk to the other one? You damn cheater, give me my insides back!
The words don't leave your metaphorical mouth. Instead, all that leaves you is a wet and horrible gurgling as tissue vibrates out of place. Our metaphorical mouth.
You don't have the means to speak anymore, do you? How tragic. It is tragic, though, isn't it? I'm not satisfied dividing fear and indignation from your eyes alone. A quivering mound of flesh is no companion.
She snaps her fingers, and the basic form of a vocal system assembles before you.
Now, little bird, what was it you wanted to tell me?
I'm not sorry. I'm not gonna say please. Nah, fuck that.
Skin flayed and organs flapping, you charge towards the princess.
That's right. She'll never stop us.
Still you defy your god! I've made the mistake of underestimating your resolve before! Never again!
As you swing for her heart, what's left of you explodes. So that's it. It's over, just like that.
Of course it's over. It's been
Oh my
over.
god, shut
this
up.
is the final note of your discordant melody. You will not return again, because you will live in that single tone forever.
No, it's not over. We're a god killer.
Okay,
We've
this stuff
returned
really
from
is
death
you for real,
itself
Cap, huh?
twice.
Didn't you hear her? We're not dead.
What's the difference? From many perspectives, there isn't one, but functionally, that is, from your perspective, the difference is massive. You are entirely laid bare, spread to each corner of the room, yet you are wholly aware of the state you're in, incapable of movement, but entirely capable of perception. In fact, perceiving your state is the only thing you can currently do. You are preserved, perfectly, in the amber of her torment.
We're more than this. We've lost bodies before. We just have to lose this one and make another. I don't know. You're the one who makes things happen, so make it happen. Who said anything about getting to a new cabin? No, we make something new here.
It won't matter if...
And preferably, we make something without him.
Absolutely not. I refuse to let you just decide to die with your task unfinished. If you die here, the world is
I
doomed.
didn't say die, I said shed my vessel for the next, brother.
Your Honor, where the hell are you? Are you already at the Princess? This place is different. Rotten. Death all around us. I
Oh, the
want to
hostage
go
is back again.
So you've returned already, and I remain here. Is this our final destination?
The Princess tilts her head to look at you, and with a gesture, you are unwound.
Dormammu, I have come to bargain.
Again? Already?
Clearly I left you with too much room last time. Perhaps this cell will hold you better.
You know what to do. Again.
Dormammu, I have come to bargain.
Your Honor,
She's gorgeous.
Oh shit, okay, so this is like all of them.
You, guy who describes things, you better start saying what we do this time.
and what are you doing?
Attacking her, obviously.
Right. You charge towards the Princess and...
There is no spark in you, only matter devoid of
Smitten
life.
is high 100%, yeah, for sure.
you explode.
I'm the contrarian. I know what I'm about.
Again.
You're on a path. We are not on a fucking path. I have
The
no
cheated.
idea where we are.
You're new.
We're in the middle of a fight, so act like it.
So you are. Okay, you dive towards the Princess and...
We're unwound? Yes. Her head swivels creakily on her neck, fire in her eyes as your body unravels with blinding pain.
No!
Again. Your Honor. No time. You narrate now. Yes, of course. Pristine blade grasped firmly in your hands, you fly towards the princess before she can turn to face you. We might actually do it this time.
I can feel that body of yours slicing through the air. How many more times will I have to scatter you?
As she turns towards you, the very essence of your being begins to flake away. Your muscles, then
I also love-
organs,
yeah,
then
you narrate
nerves
now.
lay bare and screaming as the rest of you is stripped of substance. Oh, boo-hoo. It's
Oh,
just
hey,
a
the gold's
body.
back.
It just needs to last long enough.
Okay, so
to
we have
sink
not seen
this
the cheated
blade.
yet?
It doesn't last. You are disintegrated. Everything goes dark.
No.
How many times do I need to pulverize you before you finally understand? You are nothing. An empty void that dared to dream it was alive.
That feels right.
If we're nothing, then why are we still here?
Because we always have been.
Uh-oh.
If we're nothing, then how can we do anything? The same way we always have. Being nothing has never stopped us.
Okay.
Now end this. End her.
That's pretty badass.
You cannot win if you cannot be. How? I've scattered the atoms you clung to and there was nothing there to find. You can't exist.
It's over.
Oh, I think I understand you now. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do the things I did to you. I don't think I knew what I was doing.
She sounds genuine. They always do in the end.
It's cold, but I'm going to be okay, right?
Yoink. Get grabbed, idiot.
She's gone. And there's that. I would have kept them in the dark if I were you.
Shut up, you.
What is that supposed to mean? What? Screw that!
I've unraveled. Oh, lovely. Hello.
There's a world beyond the endless walls of the long quiet. I am curious to see what it means for us to know it. This one is desecration. She placed the weight of her agony on you, yet it is she who unwound herself. There's passion and empathy buried under her unfeeling skin. She will make for a weathered heart. Do not mourn her. She has finally found peace. No, their minds are empty, existent, but constantly shifting into something new. Do you think your narrator lives in the spaces beyond?
I don't fucking know, lady.
I am on the cusp of my awakening.
Uh-oh.
Perhaps you are on the cusp of yours.
Only one more cycle?
One. Whatever you bring me next will be enough, and then gravity will pull the others back to me. I will be singular, a final multitude. It doesn't matter if there are. We are real,
Nothing is an idea that dwells in the absence of something, but nothing cannot
I've not found the
exist on
cheated
its
yet. That's
own.
what I would love to. I would love to meet
And
him.
because of that, nothing can't exist. These gifts are a conversation, and each. If I did, I would already be awake. The next time I see, I will be here.
We're gonna stab. All right.
Don't
Okay,
mention
thanks
it.
for telling me what to do. Proceed to the cabin. Take the blade. Enter the basement.
Good.
Continue down the stairs.
still
I don't need to
listening
say
to
anything. I just
reason.
need a stab. We're just stabbing.
You lunge forward without a moment's hesitation. You feel flesh easily give way.
Oh, that was easy.
This is it, isn't it? I'm almost embarrassed. I should have seen that coming.
Fuck, wait, hold on. Shit, hold on. There's an autosave. Wait. Alright, Cap, give me some info. I'm gonna hit the bathroom real quick after this. Alright, so many of the streets. We're looking for key things. Okay, fair enough. Alright, so we're gonna slay the princess. We're going for it.
Do you actually believe this was enough to kill me?
It's like she's convinced she can't die. Yes, even as she lays there dying, she entirely believes herself to be alive and well. But it's over, isn't it? She stopped breathing moments ago, that arrogant look still plastered on her face. But is it over? Really over? Yes, exactly. It's over. With your work done, you make your way back up the
Damn it,
stairs.
Cat. What?
It's over. You could check her sleeves if you want, but I can assure you that there's nothing hidden up there. We should make sure. What's the harm in checking for a pulse? I really don't think you should do that. And why shouldn't we? Is there something you're not telling us? I've told you everything that's happened with complete accuracy. The princess is dead.
Your blade pierced her heart. There's no coming back from that.
I assume I check for a pulse.
You lean down and place your hand against her neck, holding your breath as you search for a pulse, even though you know you're not going to find one. We definitely won't if you keep talking. I'm sorry, do you want her to be alive? You just saved the entire world from annihilation. Why are you suddenly trying to call that into question? Wait,
Yep.
What was that? You know what that was. That was the sound of a heartbeat, followed by another, and another.
I guess I won't be dying alone after all.
Hello.
Something sharp digs into your side, the shock of it sending your nerves into a pained frenzy. Quick, let's get out of here. It's too late for that now. You collapse to the ground as the mortally wounded princess twists a blade of her own deeper between your ribs. As you fall, she falls with you, exhausted by the effort, the little life that was left in her eyes fading rapidly.
An eye for an eye. A life for a life.
I know, genuinely skill
I
issue.
guess we're even now. See you around.
You were so close. Why did you hesitate? It doesn't matter. At least you managed to take her with you. For whatever that's worth. Everything goes dark, and you die.
The razor. Ooh.
You're on a path, and you're here to sleep.
Blah, blah, blah.
I can assure you that if he doesn't remember what happened,
This whole thing's
There
a
he
crock
is.
of shit. She's just going to pull a knife out of
found
nowhere
him.
and stab us again.
stabbed to death. Well, you won't have to worry about that. The princess is unarmed.
Yeah, that's exactly what you told us last time. You said this whole thing would be easy.
Calm down. I assure you she has no weapons, so there's no reason to fear her. You were made for this job. You'll do just fine.
I was made for this job, literally or metaphorically.
A warning. She will
He couldn't.
We know what to look out for this. Just
Blah, 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 yeah.
the interior of the
Okay.
cabin is a jagged mess of warped wood and broken boards. There's splintered edges. The blade is... It feels
the
a bit better
blade.
to have a weapon.
Check
You
the
walk.
mirror.
What are you talking about? You reach.
One of
Now
these
it's
days that
gone.
mirror is gonna work.
Yet another thing in here playing tricks on us. I hate this place.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing what must once have been stairs. The fractured slats look as if they've been torn from their source and violently jammed into the wall. The air seeping up from below has an almost metallic quality to it, like the smell of fresh blood. And you can hear what sounds like the rhythmic scraping of metal coming from down below. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor.
That's right, scraping. I told you she has something. I told you.
That sound could be anything. It's probably just her chains dragging across the floor. I am begging you to get out of your head. Her grating voice carries up the stairs.
I hope you've come to rescue me. I've been stuck down here forever.
There is something so wrong with that voice.
Yeah, she thinks she's better than us. Like she doesn't even have to put on an act this time.
As you descend the final step, the form of the princess comes into view, her sharp eyes following you from across the room. I wonder if she remembers us.
Finally, somebody. Quick, get me out of these chains. We're not safe here.
Come on now, we're not falling for that, are we? She's trying to trick us, but she can't hide that threatening edge to her
It'd be
voice.
really funny to fall
She
for it
just
on
wants us
purpose,
to get
though.
close, to let our
It'd be
guard
really
down.
funny.
If she sounds threatening, it's because her mask is already slipping. She knows why you're here. You are armed, after all.
What are you waiting for? You are here to rescue me, right?
Can I just, yeah.
Against your better judgment,
I love
you
that
walk across
the
the room
tiara
to within
changes.
arm's reach of the princess.
Hello.
I don't like the way you said within arm's reach. You hear the horrible sound
Yep.
of metal slicing through meat. Whose meat? Not ours, right? Hers, at first. Then yours. Your neck, specifically.
Hee.
You collapse to the ground, your vision swimming as you attempt to focus on her bloody blade and the limp sack of flesh that was once her arm.
What the fuck?
You're going to die now.
And with a quick jerk of her elbow,
That was uncalled for. The arms race!
you're on a path in
What
the woods.
the
No,
fuck?
that. If we're going to have to keep doing this over and over and over again, we're not starting in that goddamn woods
Okay, I
every
love the
time.
cheated.
We're starting in the fucking cabin. You're what? The interior of the cabin is sharp, a constricting mess of curved and battered sheet metal pushing you towards... Wait, excuse me? What just happened? What did you just do? I feel dizzy. Oh ho ho ho! I guess I took us to the cabin, didn't I? Isn't that
Okay, I love
interesting?
the cheated.
Holds the cards
I love
now.
all of them so
The
much.
circle's getting smaller and smaller. Running isn't an option anymore. We have to fight. What's the point of fighting if she's just going to win
look who's
every
back.
time? It hurts being sliced to pieces. We're better off just sitting up here and doing nothing. Great, so obviously you've already been here. How many times? This is our third? No wonder things have fallen apart. You do realize that every time you fail,
We
she
didn't
escapes,
fail
An entire world
first
is
time.
damned to destruction, right? That can't be right. That's too much responsibility. I couldn't agree more. We couldn't be trusted with the fate of a single person. let
Okay, the
alone
broken
fate of the world.
sucks, and I hate him. The cold also kind of sucks, but he does have some badass lines.
Let's
Everyone
just
else
stay
is great.
focused, shall we?
Everyone else is great. The broken sucks. Listen, real quick. Yep. If you go back and instead of get stabbed, stab her. That is true. He sucks so bad. Oh, wait, can I just leave? What happens if I
It's
just...
boring if you leave.
She's bored? That's absurd. She doesn't get to be bored. Not in a way that matters. She's a prisoner. She's... In a sudden burst of
Jesus.
movement, the princess leaps towards you, a blade erupting from her free arm, her wrist limp and empty from the violent expulsion. Huh. So I guess she did have a knife of her own after all. How conciliatory of you. We appreciate it, really. Now what are we going to do? At least we're safe here. She's still in chains.
Why would you say that, dude?
And those chains stop her from continuing her advance, at least for a moment. She looks down at them with something between annoyance and
Absolutely
confusion.
just slice her arm off, yeah.
And then
Yep.
she slices through her arm. Okay, maybe we aren't safe here. She doesn't even hesitate before darting towards you with a terrifying speed you can't hope to outpace.
Look at the floppy
Ah,
arm.
shit. Okay, she's down an arm and we still have a weapon. I guess we'll have to use it. And use it you do. But unfortunately for you, and for the entire world, you are horribly outmatched. You keep pace with her for
Ow.
a single brief and wordless exchange before she severs your hand and, with it, your only line of defense. She's much better at this than she was last time. Yeah, it's unreal. Bloody cheater.
I'm going to kill you now.
With a squelch, everything goes...
Alright, who do we got now?
You're on a... No, fuck. The interior of... I feel... Oh, the circles... Yeah.
Paranoid, you're new!
Someone or something is out there pulling the strings and we're all just puppets until we can figure out how to see them. But what if that someone is us, eh? Eh? Wouldn't that be neat?
Oh no. Am I not the contrarian? Am I the cheated? Oh no.
We were the ones pulling the strings. I'm pretty sure we wouldn't have died twice already. Great, so obviously you've already been here. How many times? This is our third?
Fuck.
No wonder things have fallen apart. You do realize that every time you fail, she escapes and an entire world is damned to destruction. That can't be right, that's too much. It's only too much responsibility if these worlds are real. Let's just stay focused, shall we? The only furniture of note is a bent metal table, a pristine blade perched. We take it. Okay, sure, you take the blade before letting me finish telling you it's there. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
This feels right. We just have to keep our senses sharp.
That's right, we've got to be able to win eventually.
What if winning is the wrong move?
It isn't. I don't care whether you trust me or not, but at least trust that defeating the person who has apparently killed you twice already is a good idea.
Okay, this is a good combo.
I'd love to get started just as much as you would, but how are we supposed to get down there?
Ugh.
You walk through the door. You do know what doors are, right? But there isn't a door, it's just that mirror again. There isn't a mirror. You only messed things.
We can see our reality just fine. Why should we trust his?
I love the Paranoid's voice.
I can feel the air coming up from behind it, stinking of iron and steel. He might be right. Could be a trick. If our other senses can't feel it, then we can't trust it.
You make your way to the door at the end of the room, stopping just in front of it. You really must think you're looking at a mirror. Well, it doesn't exist. Just reach forward and open it. Let's just fumble for the handle and be done with it. I don't care what we look like. I care about getting to the end of this mess. You reach forward and place your hand on the door to the basement. It creaks open. And the mirror's gone. How surprising.
It was never there. Just an illusion. It feels like it's hiding something from us. It's part of the big picture. I just know it. That's why it's being kept from us.
Guess it's time for us to see her again. Just stay focused and you'll be fine.
Smash cut, we were not fine.
You step forward, but you don't get a chance to linger on the basement stairs. They are smooth and flat and metallic, an unintentional and unfortunately slippery ramp that quickly sends you skittering to the bottom.
Your body tumbles onto the basement floor and the form of the princess comes into view, standing at a distance. She gives you a wry smile.
Hi, it looks like you don't have a way out, so I'm not going to play dumb anymore. But don't worry about how bad you did last time. That's part of the fun.
She's toying with us. She's acting like she already knows she's won. Thinking about dying makes us as good as dead. The only thing that matters is survival.
I 100% expect both arms to be sword arms this time, huh? Yes.
Actually, does survival matter? We've died twice and nothing bad has come of it. We just need to find a way to win once. Nothing bad has come of it yet. Plenty bad has come of it. You've left at least one entire world to ruin. The people there mattered. The past isn't real. There's only here and now. Your internal bickering is caused by the wet sound of slicing meat. From the princess's arms erupt twin blades, glistening with her blood, the empty flesh of her arms flopping at her elbows like torn sleeves. The chain clatters to the floor.
Oh, it's so dumb.
She's loose, and she is coming for you.
You're going to make me walk over to you, aren't you?
Yeah, I was going to.
She's coming for us, and I'm out of ideas.
It's easy, I'm gonna try flirting with her. Oh no, at me.
Now, I've tolerated quite a bit from you, but this is a bridge too far. Please don't try romancing the
Obviously, I'm gonna
princess.
try flirting you guys.
She
Come
wants
on,
to
this is
kill
me.
you. She's going to end the world if you don't stop her.
Yeah, do we have to flirt with the murderous monster?
Shut up, you.
I'd rather not. Maybe it'll work. Maybe it'll throw her off. I know I'd be thrown off if she started flirting with us.
I'm fine with it. Let's see where this goes.
Fuck, I am the cheated. God damn it. Get ready for the smolder.
The look. The look. We've all used it. Yet, do you not know about the look? Are you sure we want to use.
I love that all of the voices are just like, yeah, no, the look, of course.
You flash the princess the look. And a rosy blush rushes to the princess's cheeks as she breaks. Unbelievable.
Oh, is that how it is? Yeah, okay, I feel that. I like you too. Neat.
Oh, be damned, this is actually going to work, isn't it?
It's not gonna work.
Still going to kill you. But now we can both enjoy a mutual romantic subtext to the murder.
Yep.
Or not. Is anything going to work with her? She's so single-minded. It's like whatever we do, it's always going to end exactly the same. Blush still glowing in her cheeks. The princess closes the distance between you, blades flashing. She skewers you.
Oof.
Ow. What worthwhile romance doesn't hurt? At
Oh
least
no,
a
he's
little.
back.
What matters is that she likes us. She's even said as much. Oh, a new one of us. I thought that only happens when we die. Did we die? You're on a... No, you're in a... Where the hell are you? We're dead, aren't we? We're dead. How long have we been dead? Have we been dead the whole time? Stop saying dead, all of you. We might have died a second ago, but right now we're extremely not dead. This is all horribly wrong. How many times have you been here?
This is 4.
No wonder everything's such a mess. This wasn't supposed to go past 1.
I wonder what you're going to do next. You're so full of ideas, and I love that.
But I guess we don't have time to talk about things before the princess advances. Okay, whatever we do gets us another us. Let's see how many we can stack. There's got to
My
be a
God,
point
it
where
is
it
me.
makes us
Fuck you.
better than
Yeah.
her.
No. 100%. Yeah. Just fucking
As
stack
long
them
as we
up.
keep moving, we'll win her heart eventually. It's going to get so loud in here. How are we going to keep it all straight?
Come on, show me something new.
Then you skewer yourself.
I thought we both understood that dying doesn't get you anywhere.
Huh, that didn't do much of anything. We're tougher than I thought. Well, there's more of us. Let's see if that helps. We just have to hit her harder. She skewers you.
You'll have to be trickier than that.
What's the point? It's all the
Oh, shut up, you.
She skewers you.
Oh, don't give up on me just yet. You gotta keep
I love that she
going.
keeps getting more blades and more.
Do you
more
see that?
teeth.
We almost had her. That was luck. But we only have to get lucky once. She's going to kill this body either way. So stop feeling what it feels. She skewers you.
Ooh, not bad. Real tough.
It doesn't matter how many times this takes, we can't...
Dormammu, I have come to bargain.
Okay, let's go again. Let's appeal to her better nature. We haven't tried that. I'm sure she'll listen to reason. Skewers you. See? We're getting better. Okay, yeah. That was a good one. None of this is working. Think.
Skeptic?
Think.
God damn it.
Skewers you. We're getting
always haven't
close to
met.
something, can't you feel it? One last time. You're right. One last time, that's all we need. And then everything goes dark, and you die. Your Honor, don't lose your head. We're in a cabin, and we'll take it from here. Everything feels like it finally fits, doesn't it? We're up here, which is different, and different is good. And our steel claw is already in our hand. Ho-ho! What if we throw it
Shut
out
up,
the window?
you.
Over my dead body. That won't be very hard. We've died a lot. But I can't say I mind anymore. Besides, what better way to die so very many times than at the sharp hands of a beautiful woman? I'm sure I can think of a better way to die. They're all the same, really. How about we stop thinking about horrible ways to die? I don't want us to accidentally manifest anything. The only thing we're gonna manifest is
Opportunities
finally
is also
ending
new.
up on top.
God damn, dude.
There are
What the fuck?
entirely too many of you. How many times have you been here? This isn't good. This is... How about you stick to describing things, and we'll stick to doing them? Yeah, leave it to the pros.
Okay, I do
We'll
love
notch up
the
that
cheated
win in
rules.
no time. Narrator, we heroically stride through the door and towards our destined final encounter with our star-crossed lover. Fine by me. You walk to the door and onto the basement stairs, only it's more of a slide. We know. Fine, I'll just shut up then and speed this whole thing along.
Thank
Are
you.
you sure you don't want me to describe the stairs, or this room, or anything? It feels like I'm hardly a part of this. Don't care, just want to win. Fine, you make your way to the basement, where the princess awaits you.
You know, this last time I killed you, and you didn't pop right back up again? I thought I'd actually done it. I thought I'd cut you into so many pieces you just weren't able to stitch yourself back together.
It's me so many more than 4 high.
But I guess we're not done. That's okay with me. It's good even. I like that. I got something ready for you while you were gone. Do you want to see it? I'm not going to wait for an answer. I'm just going to show you. It's worth it though. Just you wait. And not for very long, because I'm going to do it right now.
Are you going to say what she does? Do you want me to talk now?
Alright, hold on. I gotta wait for the ads to end. Chat, let me know when you're free from the ads. It says 40 seconds in the ad, so while we wait for that. It still says I have another 30 seconds on ads, so I'm gonna let it sit for a second. Yeah, it was at minute 30. Alright, it says it's done.
Well, yeah, she says she has something new. I want to hear about the new thing. Yeah, me too. I think I speak for all of us when I say that I would like to hear you describe her new thing. Really? Okay then.
Here we go. Now.
The princess's skin twists, splitting into red blooms of raw meat as it stretches and tears. And then it erupts. She becomes a wave of blood and viscera, pieces of her splattering against the walls. All that remains in the center of the room is
She
a
turns into a
skeleton of
goddamn
blades.
Dark Souls boss?
A heart beats furiously in its cage of a chest.
This is some Dark Souls shit.
Are you ready for what comes next?
Holy shit! She's gorgeous. Absolutely divine. Yes, behold the perfect.
I love that the stubborn and the smitten agree.
Do you think we can throw her out the window? painful. How is she still alive? Heart's still beating, that's all she needs. This is fake. This is all fake. That's all just made up. She doesn't even have a back anymore. How are we supposed to stab her in it? This is all just a sick joke. I hate existing. We're screwed. I quit. I'm done. Forget it. Alright, what just happened? It's so quiet.
Something feels different about you. It almost makes me feel different. Like I should actually take this seriously for once. You're incredible.
This is a true romance, correct? Oh, she got grabbed. Bye. Oh, and it's already silent. Interesting. Nothing. Yep. Oh, there I am. I'm a burb. I am a burb. I got bird teeth.
I think you know what I am.
Oh, the blink is cool.
The narrator. Yes. I suppose that's my job, isn't it? You needed help after all. An objective voice to guide your blade. But you were never supposed to see me. I wonder how many worlds you've damned to extinction to fall this far.
Counterpoint. Instead of choosing wisely, I save. And then... Jesus.
I haven't, and that's by both necessity and design. This construct you're in exists in many places at once. Anytime you failed, anytime you thought yourself dead, it would restart and shunt both your consciousness and hers into another world. But you'll be awake soon, and then it won't be able to work like that anymore. Of course not. The only way this construct could function was if nobody knew what it was doing. But the bones of the universe are old. It's on the cusp of its dying breath, and the people out there are consumed with thoughts of oblivion. When the patterns are wiped from the sand, when the board is reset, who will remember them? All I've done is give them a chance to live outside of the shadow of the end. Her nature is to become what others perceive her to be. If you actually knew what she was, if you knew her capabilities, a single intrusive thought could have instantly ended the entire world.
That's the Trinity done.
You're the long quiet, the god I made to rid the world of death.
Yeah, wait, what are you then if you're not me?
I'm an echo, likely one of many. Somebody made you after all, and I'm what's left of him. Not that I'm the only one who can make that claim. I'm sure you've met many others like me.
I thought, yeah, wait.
She is the shifting mound, the ebb and flow, the capacity to change. She is transformation, or most of it. Her nature is why I had to die, for she becomes that which others perceive her to be. But an echo can't perceive things, not in the way that people can. So I tucked a part of myself into the folds of this construct to guide you. This isn't the end just yet. You can still destroy her and save everyone. You were made to do this single task, and you will still have a chance to fulfill your purpose once I'm gone.
I don't... Yeah, death is a good thing.
If that's your belief, there's nothing I can say to move you. You haven't died. You cannot die. So you can't grasp the abject horror of dying. No. In life, I was painfully mortal, a witness to the end of days. I held the fear of death in my heart and saw oblivion threaten the very memory of everything I knew and everyone I loved. I needed to do something. So I made you, and I made her, and I made this place to hold you both.
What?
It wouldn't work. Her nature as the shifting mound makes it so nothing can last forever as it is now. It wouldn't matter how long the two of you waited. Eventually she would find a way to leave. And then everything would change. Everything would face oblivion. And until then, the clock ticks on.
Last question.
I've said my piece, and my time is up. It's like I said, I'm just an echo. And echoes always fade away. You know what you have to do.
Goodbye. Well, I've got like a bird thing now. Oh. Rad.
I can finally see you, and you can finally see me. It's been so long, and my heart has ached for this moment. I've missed you dearly. Every word you spoke found its way to me. I know him, and I know his construct.
Yeah, I don't...
He was deluded
She's
by
just
his
scared of...
fear of
Like,
death.
I...
Pay him no
Look, I
mind.
get it, but also, like... Bruh.
Names are their attempts to capture that which cannot be captured. They call me the shifting mound, a pale imitation of what I actually am.
I mean, I don't know. You look like you're a mound that's shifting.
Ever the passive player, always reacting and never acting. But it's woven into your nature, isn't it?
Can I show this on Twitch? Am I gonna get in
When the
trouble?
echo spun us from one into two, he gave you a choice and me a role to play. I am not death, but I contain it in my multitudes. So, will you attempt to destroy me and bring about a world devoid of death and the possibility of meaning? Or will you open the final doors to our liberation? Even as your eyes begin to open, You still hold on to the notions of is and is not, of beginning and end, pitch black islands in the blinding light of the infinite. There is nothing to resolve, nothing restraining us but us. If you're saying that, it's because you don't yet understand. But we cannot use words alone to grasp at things that words cannot express. And you cannot rationalize with logic that which defies it. Violence and passion are dances that both of us know well.
No.
If
It's cool.
this is
It's
what
fine.
it takes to
We're
enlighten
cool.
you,
We're cool.
then so be it.
A boundless torrent of blades cut you from boundless angles. You are a body. You are gory ribbons. You are a body again. And you feel all of it.
Okay.
On and on it goes until your bodies are not your thoughts, are not
Oh, hey,
you.
the blade I just brought you.
Alive, dead, alive, dead, alive, dead, then alive and dead all at once.
You learned to put yourself away, and in your stillness you rose above me. You died countless steely deaths, and you lived countless short lives, and yet it is all so far behind you. I pushed you to a greatness you never would have reached without me.
Oh, is it not? Perhaps you can enlighten me.
Oh, that's cool.
Is it their body?
I love that it's
Is
all
it
the ones from
all
before.
of their body? Pluck the eyes, peel the skin, strip the tendons, mince the meat, grind the bones. When it is all gone, do you still have who you started with? A person is not a body. Death is a transformation into something new. It is only bodies that fear it.
Rad. Yeah, I'm gonna continue to appeal to shared
You
humanity.
cling to your emotions, pain is suffering. There is beauty in ugliness, and love in conflict. I kill you, you kill me. Back and forth we go, faster and faster and faster. I kill you, you kill me. Hollow eyes watch from the dry corners of a memory. A home built on all the futures that were supposed to be. Preserved until the moment of reunion. The fire of the heart sets it all ablaze. I kill you and me. An ending is a passion that can only be expressed with a moment in time. It is a seed for a new beginning. To linger on an ending is to rob it of its life. And without me, all that's left to do is linger.
Yeah, I'm focused on the two people.
We are the whole of reality.
No.
My masses mob you. There is no beginning to them, and there is no end.
And there is no
There is only
end.
the flood of
There
bodies.
is only the flood
In
of
every moment you hold
bodies.
every possible sensation
Every
at
moment
once,
you
and
hold
then you
every
hold them all
possible
again.
sensation at
And then you
once.
hold them all again.
And then you hold them all again. But in the end, you reflected it back at me. For a brief moment, both of us were everything. We can be everything again. We can weave a beautiful and endless song.
I could ask you the same. There is only room for one of us to be blind here, and I know it to be you. We are each other's mirrors, and are we not divine? I crush you, I bleed you, I grind you to paste. My scars are a memory of what you used to be to me. I want those feelings back. You run and you run far, and the flesh I hurl at you is answered by the empty air of a place I'd never been. Cold and lonely, but also true. I didn't know what to make of my freedom then, but I know what to make of it now. You challenged me, and by challenging me, you gave me purpose. A life without obstacles is no life at all.
That's the thing. All right. So my logic here is that I don't see any reason that we are enemies. Like, it's literally just we were gods created by some doofus who doesn't believe that death is a good thing. Like, I don't know why we're fighting. I'm confused as to why she keeps fighting me, to be honest.
Why would I stoop to your level when I'm offering you ascension to mine? It's so peaceful here. Beautiful. Eternal. But ever-changing. You are unmovable. Is it by the design of our conflict that I cannot win? Or are you just that fervent in how you cling to delusion? Nothing is immutable. Everything that is exists only in relation to everything it isn't. There is no constant. There is no center. Open your eyes and accept what we are. We can leave this prison together. It is from my vantage point that I can see the totality of truth. This universe dies, and a new one is born. And that one dies, and a new one is born. And you and I get to witness it all, weaving a tapestry of life wherever we go. What I offer you is not perspective. It is truth.
Whatever you're trying to do right now, you don't have to do it alone.
Oh, hey.
I'm all of them, I assume, in the same way that you're all of you. After all the times you told me that mirror was going to kill me, I'm genuinely surprised you missed me. But we don't have to get into all that. I'm here now. That's what matters. Seems like you've been doing alright on your own, but she's too many things at once out here. If you want to get through to her, you need some way to get past all that divine confidence. There's still a piece of me nestled close to where it all began. I can take you there. I can take you to her heart.
It's time to resume our dance.
She's relentless, isn't she? Let's make this quick. Are you ready? Too bad. We're going. Now.
Aw. That's so cool. That's so fucking
And
cool.
here we are. I'd say we were back where it all started, but I guess it's...
Yeah, no, I think that's what I thought. I was like, not really, if we're being honest, but like, okay.
Do you need me to describe things? Yeah, of course. The interior of the cabin is, well, it's a cabin, yeah? There isn't much here, just a table and a knife and a door.
Although you can
That's a
see her,
window.
like, bodies on the outside. Hey, Haz!
There's no mirror, either. I think you broke it. And I know you're still trying to find some middle ground, but if things go south, we're going to need that blade.
It's just us. I think the rest of them are still out there, jumbled up in the rest of her.
It's going. This game is wild, dude.
Yeah, It's dead silent in here. Whatever it was that was left of him, I don't think it could handle you waking up to godhood. Pretty sure he got obliterated. Yeah. He really put us through hell, didn't he?
I'm gonna save, because I don't know if I want to take the blade or not.
No blade it is. I'm not sure what we'll be able to do without it, but your judgment has gotten us this far. The stairs. Do you remember the first time we were here? The first time we heard her voice?
Have you figured out what you want to do yet, or are you going to keep trying to find a center that doesn't exist?
It sounded just like that. A little sharp, a little menacing. Only she didn't know us. And down we go. We shouldn't keep her waiting.
And there you are. Hands empty. So you don't feel like recreating our first meeting detail for detail. I wonder what else will be different. Maybe there's still room for us to chat before the final curtain call. What
Oh,
do you
let's
say?
fucking go, Haz! Congratulations!
I never had one. And do not call me the shifting mound. It's too much. But I've always been a princess to you, right? So why don't we stick with that? And as for you, well, hero works for me.
Aw.
But that's me. You know, I think I like that.
Yeah, none of this was ever really fair.
No, it really wasn't. But just because it hasn't been fair doesn't mean that it hasn't been worth it. I'm really glad I got to know you. Right back at you. In a way, it hasn't been much time at all, but it feels like it's been forever since I've seen you. Thanks for coming back. The first time we met, you stabbed me in the heart and I beat you to death with my bare hands. And it was fun. You really don't have to apologize. We both went a little overboard. But there's no reason we can't put it all behind us.
You know, when she puts it like that,
I don't think she's the sort of thing you can really disagree with. It doesn't matter if she's right or wrong because she exists. She's this big, unrelenting force, and there's no arguing with her. But I guess that was the question out there, wasn't it? And it was the question before you came down here, too. Should she get to exist? I'm glad you didn't bring that knife with you. And I don't want to be her, if that's what you're asking. I think I just want to be me.
yeah, I'm happy not to be everything. Just being us is plenty.
Doesn't matter what we call ourselves. It's just another label, and I don't think labels have ever helped us.
This game fucking
All
rules.
they do is cram us
This
into
game
boxes
absolutely
where we
fucking
don't
rules.
fit. Just like this cabin. I don't know. I'm a part of her, I think. But she's seen so much more than we have. Like she's seen everything, right? I don't think I could hold all of that without losing myself. I don't think you could either. I'm the same princess that's been with you since the beginning. And I feel real. But I also feel like I'm a lot more than I was then. We've been through a lot together. I don't think there's anything more real than that.
Yeah.
Do you know where this cabin is? Because I don't. I don't even know what's supposed to be outside other than us. What would even happen if we leave? What would that even mean?
Only one way to find out.
I want that too.
Like gross scaly hand.
I think I'm gonna stay right here. Whatever you're doing right now, wherever you're going, it feels like it's for just the two of you.
Oh, see you later, bud.
Yeah, I'm not sure I'll be alone for too long anyways. The others are still around here somewhere. I'll find them.
Oh, it's stars outside again.
This is it. I have no idea what it's gonna be like out there. Not that I'm scared or anything. It's exciting, really. Anything could happen. And if it's bad, then it won't be bad. Not with you.
Cute.
Of course I am. Are you?
Cute. Oh. They're married. $10 plus final ending or 10 plus like variants? Cute. Wednesday spoons and nubs. Cute. Eh? Wait, make your playlist. Does it just make a new Spotify playlist for you? Because that's rad if that's how that works. Hold on. It just did? It absolutely just did. That's awesome. Hold on. No, it just goes to the full soundtrack. That's still really cool. What's your other game? So curious what their other game is. What's their other game? Scarlet Hollow. Very few people have actually played it. There's a bundle here. Sorry, I'm looking at Steam now. There's a bundle here with Scarlet Hollow, Sucker for Love, and Cooking Companions. All three of which are horror romances, and I love that. That rules. Absolutely adored. I gotta remember to keep an eye on that. Alright. Deal with that later. Please never. You never had to say that. Alright, how do I see under here? No, the memories, that's what I said. Okay, so those are the three like beginnings and endings. Jesus. Fall to a feral catcher, betray her. May involve, but does not necessitate being eaten. Okay. You need the world for your happy ending. Interesting. These are so cool. Are these all... Hold on. Because I know the tower... I know the tower and the adversary are both tarot cards. I don't know the razor. Is the damsel the same as Fuck, I gotta look it up. Hold on. Okay, no, it's they are, but they like they're inspired by, but not directly one to one. I think any more I do of this game is going to be off stream, just because like I'm tired. I will say, and this is a choice that was made, I think, with the collective. I am going to stop stream here. I'm going to go to bed. I've not been sleeping. I need sleep. It's bad. My doctor specifically said, "Hey, buddy, you need to go to bed earlier." That said, Cap and High, hit me up. Let me know what your freedom is this week. I appreciate both of you enjoying this game as much as I did, because this game fucking rules. This game absolutely fucking rules. Okay, guys. Now you're just being rude, and I don't appreciate that. All right, let's see. Who are we rating? Where are we dropping, boys? Raid browser. You don't think you out, nerd? What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna end up going through this like one more, trying to get the other ending for this, and then see where we're at. Let's see who we got. Who's live? Arrows is live. Oh, let's see if there's anyone else in doing Slay the Princess. Hold on. Guys, it's all VTubers. Oh, I looked away. What happened? Wait, what was neat? The switch to this? Was there like a transition? I see this now, obviously, but... Got your spooky eyes. Ugh. Oh, okay, I saw that time. The staticking. Fair. Let's see who this is.
Oh no, oh no, what did we do? Can we put it back? Please tell me we can put it back.
No, that's more than nearly headless at this point.
The princess's eyes.
Yeah, it's a raid. Oh, that is cool. Alright, yeah. Alright, gang. Y'all have a good night. I'll be back tomorrow for something. I'll be back Probably not Wednesday. Wednesday and Sunday are going to be our no stream days going forward. So everything else is good, but those two are going to be our no stream days. But I'll be back Tuesday, I'll be back Thursday, I'll be back Friday, and I'll be back on Saturday. You all have a very good night. Cap and Hi, thank you for being here. I love you both very much. Eros, thanks for being here earlier.